The following podcast contains naughty language and ridiculous situations. Listener discretion is advised.
Boy, oh boy, am I a happy camper today. Last year, we got introduced with the Halloween 3 box set that had all three characters with their masks on and a bunch of different head sculpts and the TV with the flashing pumpkin on it. So we had that, and a couple years before that, we had Halloween 3, the collector's edition, come out by Scream Factory. And now everyone is starting to jump on the Halloween 3 bandwagon because Living Dead dolls are going to be coming out at some point later this year at MezcoCon. Today, they announced and revealed images of their 3-pack of the Living Dead dolls Halloween 3 masks. So the witches, the pumpkins, and the skeletons will all be live and in living color in your living room, bedroom, pantry, wherever. So it's going to, and I think it's going to be coming out in Halloween, actually, or sometime around Halloween. Who knows? But we're going to find out soon enough. Anyway, enough of that crap. Welcome to Trick or Treat Radio.
You're listening to Trick or Treat Radio, starring the Deadites.
Welcome to episode 469 of Trick or Treat Radio. Trick or Treat Radio is the world's most dangerous podcast and recorded in front of an undead studio audience here at Castle Wolfenstein, also at the Lair of Lost Swag within the Raven Chateau at Casa des 50, I almost forgot to add the 5, and the Lair of the Gods. We are now broadcasting. Once again, it's been about a year and a half that we've been broadcasting in separate locations. That's always fun, right? Raven Chow, you gotta give it a few moments. I just saw your message. Is it black?
No. I mean, not for nothing on the monitor. I just see me, which that's a good show. But
that's like your show, like in the mornings and in the evening. You just like look in the mirror and like talk to yourself, right?
yeah, and say,
What do you say to yourself?
Just fucking end it, dude. Just fucking end it.
Jesus Christ!
I just have to ask to make absolutely certain you didn't prop a mirror against the monitor, did you? Because that wouldn't be that far out for you that you're thinking that's the monitor.
That's right. Johnny, the monitor in the bathroom. I can only see me in it.
All right, I'm opening up. I got to open up a remote desktop so I can see.
All right. For a minute, it was.
Oh yeah, look at that. I just see you. Look at that. So handsome.
Oh no.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I can see everyone. I see the other photos underneath.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Maybe you should Control Alt Delete.
Well, that'll get rid of you. So
Do it.
If
Do
anyone,
it.
yeah,
Do it.
If anyone's in favor of that, I don't know what to do, man.
Can you move it down? Because I kind of want to see. I want to see all of you.
No.
I want to see some of you.
When your computer is like when we're connected, I cannot do anything on our computer. It runs like complete ass. I'd have to like get rid of you, hang up with you, and get you back. How important is it to see all of us, Raven Shadow?
Well, I mean, I want to see all of you. I want to see I want to see you, Wolfie. No, I do. I like seeing you guys. I miss you.
MZ's flipping you off this whole time.
I'm not doing that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he is.
You can see his fucking elbows, Johnny.
Yeah, let me just see if there's anything I can do before I do the drastic thing.
I could be gone, but now I see X-Pac.
Yep. I was doing that on purpose. What is he saying to you?
He's saying, you're a really good guy. Don't let, don't let the demons in your head fuck you up.
Yeah, because it did such a wonderful job on himself,
He's doing so much better now. He's clean. Hey, he's got his service dog. He's got a podcast. Fucking apparently X-Pac and my life have really oddly intertwined. I just didn't go to the depths that he has yet.
So because he has a dog and a podcast.
Yes.
Okay, you do know they'll give a dog and a podcast to anyone.
True. 9-year anniversary coming up, Aries. But no, he's clean though. He's clean. Like he's not.
But you're not.
I'm not. He got a head start on me. The kid did.
They will give a dog and a podcast to just anybody. Look at Aries.
Yep. See.
Wow.
What do you think of that, Aries?
What? He said his true statement. I have a dog and a podcast. Actually, I don't have a podcast. I'm on a podcast. Wolfie has a podcast.
We all have a podcast.
No, let's be honest. If you weren't here, none of us would be here.
Well, actually, if Raven Shadow wasn't here, none of us would be here.
Yes.
Because I wonder what would happen if there was like an emergency at Raven Shadow's house. What would happen? I mean, would we still be able to pull off the show?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that answers my question.
What do you mean if there's an emergency at Raven Shadows? You're doing the show from your house.
How much more clear does that question need to be?
A lot more clear, because if like his internet goes out, do you think that affects your internet?
No, but but would it affect anything that you have to do over at his place?
He just won't be on.
Oh, is that it?
You do recall all the times he has major computer issues, and the three of us are still here talking to each other.
Yeah. All right. So
Raven Shadows is the fucking mother, the fucking mother station. You got a boom tube up in there, Raven Shadow?
And a mother box in the back. It's nice. No, I mean like pre-pandemic, it might have been a problem, like, because we were all here, but obviously we figured out the whole remote thing.
Mostly.
Well, I mean, except for tonight.
Double D is in the chat. He says, "What's up, trick or treat dudes? I thought MZ hated Spielberg. Why is he wearing a Jaws wife beater?"
I give props to, because first of all, Jaws is a good movie. Second of all, this was before Spielberg became a yutz.
Yutz. What?
What does
Back in
yutz
the
mean?
70s and early 80s, Spielberg was fine. After that, he became a yutz.
What does yutz mean?
He's a schmo.
And you're just going to keep on throwing around?
A jerk off.
A jerk off.
Yeah.
All right, I'm fairly certain yutz doesn't mean jerk off.
He's a Mama Luke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a Mama Luke.
Even less than MZ, I know. What the heck? You can't just make up words.
Hey, he's a flippity jibbity.
Actually, I think Marmaluke is a word. Isn't it used by the mafia?
Allegedly, there's no such thing as the mafia, but yeah, no, it's Italian term. You can get shoots like a Mama Luke. You know what I mean? Kind of like a stunad.
Hey, Raven Shadow, if it's so important to you, I have to exit the call for you and then add you back in. Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, we can do that.
I'll do it right now. All right.
Smoke?
No smoke. You'll be back in 30 seconds. If your computer cooperates.
Roll the dice, baby. Come on, Johnny. I think you can do this one.
Keep talking.
Yeah, Johnny. We're gonna do.
I so badly wanted him to get cut off. It worked. Yes.
He's still talking, though.
I know.
It wouldn't surprise me. But Double D, to answer your question, Jaws is just the perfect summer horror film. It's just great. It really is. I mean, in comparison to all his other stuff, Jaws stands above and beyond.
What if I never called him back? What do you think he'd do?
You'd have anxiety, Johnny.
Yeah. Where are you, Johnny? Johnny. Oh, he would be texting you. He'll be messaging you and texting you.
He'd text us like this.
No, not like that. Not like that. Like this. So, because he likes to have like that Star Wars scroll when he's reading whatever's on his phone.
Oh man. So a couple things I wanted to talk about while we wait for Raven Chat to get back. Did you guys see? There was a few trailers that dropped, and also Jordan Peele revealed the poster for his next movie. Have you guys seen that yet?
I have not.
It's called.
I saw the poster. Yeah.
It's called Nope. Nope.
I wasn't sure it was real.
I wasn't sure either at first.
Jesus,
Nope.
what's he doing with titles? Is that really the name of his movie? Nope.
Nope. Yes. I mean, nope. Yes. Yes.
I got to take a look at this.
Yeah, look it up. Look, it's on IMDb.
I imagine it would be. Is it a decent looking poster at least, or is it like a teaser poster, or is it the
it's
actual
a teaser? It's a teaser.
Yeah, it's very minimal, so it's very nice for this far out.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're actually doing with it, but I mean, it's Peele, so I'm all in.
Oh well, Stephen Yeun's in it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And Daniel Kaluuya from he was in Get Out.
Yeah. Daniel Kaluuya. He was good. Let's see. All right, let's take a look at this. Nope.
Nope.
Nope. All right. It's a rather ambiguous title. The post is interesting. It's. I mean, I don't know what the hell it means, but I'm eager to find out.
Well, my guess is when people like run away from a scary situation, like there's a meme. Nope. When like spiders, when there's like a whole fucking nest of spiders, like that's like the meme is nope. So that's why I feel he's going with for this. Welcome back, Michael Ravenchadow.
Hey, thanks for having me back.
How long did you talk for? Just out of curiosity. I was expecting you to still be talking when we sync back up.
And furthermore, another thing.
Do you see are we popping in for you now, Ravenchadow?
Yeah, I like the view better last time.
You wanted to look at yourself.
Yeah, can we go back to that?
No, too late.
The mirror.
No,
this is
late.
good. No, I like it. I like big jaws over there.
I like big jaws, and I cannot lie.
Yeah. No more black. Oh, there you go.
There you go. All right. So, Ravenchadow, you're all good now. So, we're talking about Jordan Peele's new movie, Ravenchadow.
Oh, nope.
Yeah. What do you think?
Nope. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know what it's about.
Nope.
I like the Jordan.
I did see a meme pretty quickly. Has anyone seen? I know MZ hasn't, but have any of you guys seen Parks and Rec, the TV show?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Leslie Knope.
Yep.
So someone put a K at the beginning and put a picture of her in the clouds.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's not going to be out for a year now. I think a year from today. But
yeah,
he's what's that, MZ?
7/22.
Yep. But he's so far the two films he's directed have been pretty fucking outstanding. So I'm all in. I'm on board. What else do we have? We had some trailers drop. I didn't watch them yet, but the Dune trailer dropped today. Anyone excited for Dune?
I mean, I'm not a big Dune guy. I remember when it came out. I remember the action figures were a little bit larger than the standard like G.I. Joe Star Wars figures as a kid. And I remember the movie played on cable periodically, but I never saw it fully all the way through. I think till I was about 18. And it wasn't necessarily my jam. People love the Dune. There's Dune books and shit.
There's Dune buggies.
There's Dune buggies. There was that Nickelodeon show called Hey Dune back in the day. Like, I mean, I know that's not a thing, but people like the Dune. I like Jodorowsky's Dune a hell of a lot. So,
what about David Lynch's Dune?
that'd been awesome too. Patrick Stewart was in it. Sir Patrick Stewart. Dang.
I tried watching it about maybe 6 or 7 years ago, and man, I just could not get into it.
Alan Smithy's Dune, I mean. Wasn't his name originally? Didn't Lynch take his name off it originally?
I think so, yeah. I think so. I tried to get into Dune, and I just couldn't do it, man. It was just too.
It's a pretty dense world.
Yeah. There's really not a lot to grasp onto here. It just feels like a whole. It's a huge production. I mean, the sets are enormous, but it just feels very hollow. It just feels like there's just nothing there inside of it. I just could not get into it. I tried though. Although I know it has a huge fan base.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that dig it. I just don't get it.
So what else? I thought there was another one that I saw today, but I'm trying to remember what it was.
Actually, I saw a teaser trailer of something that I knew was in talks, but didn't know it was actually going to be coming out this fall.
What's that?
And it's not a movie, but it's a TV show. So FX apparently is doing an adaptation of Y: The Last Man.
Yeah.
From Vertigo, and there is a teaser, at least on the FX app, that you can check out. But for those who don't know, Y: The Last Man was the first Vertigo comic that I started reading after Preacher ended, and I completely fucking adored it. And it's about, Yorick and his pet monkey Ampersand ends up being the only males on Earth with a Y chromosome. Well, I guess males would have to have Y chromosome. The only beings with Y chromosomes. And what happens to the world. And it was a fucking kick-ass killer Vertigo book. Highly recommend it. And I'm really excited to see it getting a push like this.
We got our boy Linus Fitness Center hanging out. It says, evening, guys. Dune trailer looks rad. Lynch gave decent Dune, hobbled in the edit. Yeah, that's what I hear as well. I actually don't know a ton about David Lynch's Dune. Obviously not as much as we know about Jodorowsky's Dune, but I know a lot of people are really excited for this new one. It does have a really hardcore sort of fan base. I mean, there's so many books. I don't even know how many Dune books there are, but it's got a huge following. Denis Villeneuve is directing it, and he, for me, has a good track record. Especially, I think the last film he did was Blade Runner 2049, which I quite enjoyed. He's done Arrival, Sicario, Enemy, Prisoners. So he's got a good filmography, pretty solid director. So I'm interested to see what he does with it. MZ's going to be there day one. I know it.
Oh yeah, I'll be camping out outside the theater.
I thought there was one. This isn't really too relevant to our show, but the other trailer I think I was thinking of was the Jackass Forever. Did you guys see that yet?
Oh yeah.
What'd you think?
Same old shenanigans. Just that Johnny Knoxville has decided to let his hair go full gray.
Yeah. When are you doing that, Raven Shadow?
No, man. I'm these fucking claims. No, man. I'm all natural. I'm getting more gray in the beard, though.
Yeah, me too. I think next time, next time you guys see me, it might be more gray.
It's weird. I'm getting weird. I'm getting gray in the jaw area. Weird, Richard.
The jowls.
Yeah, I got gray jowls.
You got the reverse Reed Richards.
Yeah. So, what are you gonna do?
Speaking of Reed Richards, I heard the dude Ahmed Best, who played Jar Jar Binks, said that he wants to play Reed Richards.
You better slow down.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean it's not the dude's fault. I read I'm reading an Entertainment Weekly article about episode 1, like whatever the fuck years later. And the poor dude, like everyone's like, you're gonna be the breakout, you're gonna be awesome. And Lucas really put him over. Like Lucas sold Jar Jar to him like fucking, Brock Lesnar or like Damian Hellstrom, not the comic character. But turns out wasn't quite the fan favorite they thought they was going to be on the set. I don't wish it will.
Did you watch Loki, Raven Shadow?
I did.
I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers, or for other people who maybe haven't. But did you enjoy it?
I liked it fine.
So,
I didn't.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I will say I love Tom Hiddleston, and this isn't a spoiler, but who's the Wow Wilson?
Owen.
Oh, yeah. Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, Loki. How's Thor doing? I love the chemistry between him and that Wilson a lot. I didn't love
I said
it,
it was Owen.
Oh,
Owen.
Well, it's funny because Luke Wilson is on the CW Stargirl, so I like they're both branching out into comic properties.
Definitely have taken a I guess maybe not Owen because Disney Plus maybe has a higher profile, but man, like, are they still doing movies? Those guys?
Yeah, do Bottle Rocket 2 coming out.
Bottle Rocket 2. But
I will say it is important. So you gotta see it because shit goes down. So
yeah.
you gotta.
Did you see the cameo at the end?
I did.
Okay, because I read about it, so it spoiled it for me already. But I was just curious if you saw that.
I did. But there was even some deep dives, even for me, on that one. Whereas I pulled, Marion hated it because I would pause WandaVision every 5 seconds to make a fucking West Coast Avengers reference. This is when Hawkeye, in the book, you do stuff.
You mean the purple clad bowman?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, the purple clad bowman. Or Archer, sorry, that confuses Aries when I say bowman.
So, yeah, and I actually just started watching this week. I know I'm like weeks behind, but Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think I'm on like the last 2 episodes.
Oh, dude, bro.
It's really good. Yeah, it's real good.
I got some vapors at the end of the final episode, dude.
Some vapors. You getting the vapors?
Yeah, I get a little misty. Played Misty for myself.
So, this is apparently the Raven Shadow show, so let's get everyone else involved.
Sorry, fucking. I tried to
just
bring Aaron in. He's looking like fucking Stonehenge. He's not talking.
I'm sorry, did you want me to tear you apart for saying Bowman again?
Yes, please.
That's how you tried to bring me in by having me ridicule you for your choice of words?
Trying, Johnny.
You're not trying.
Like my boss.
If you were trying, you would have said, "Did you see those shows?"
Aries, what do you think about? I'm sure you definitely saw The Winter Soldier. What do you think of that program?
I did see it and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it right up until the end, actually.
Wow.
I did not care for the final speech. Not that I did not care for what was said in the final speech. I just thought it was a little seemed too rehearsed for what they were going for with that scene.
Okay. Fair. And I think that also too suffered from some COVID stuff too. That I think that was right in the middle of filming was challenging. My understanding.
Yeah, all the Marvel shows did. Like WandaVision, the whole last episode had to be, not the whole thing, but a lot of reshoots had to be involved in that.
Oh, see, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, that's why. What's her name? Darcy is only in for one scene in that final episode because they couldn't get her for the reshoots.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy how it's affected things. I was watching. I'm on the last season of Superstore.
Oh, that was great.
Did you see the last season? See all of it?
No, that's the one like the Office meets like Walmart, right?
Yeah, basically. Yep.
No, I watched that around 2017. But I enjoyed that program quite a bit.
Well, the last season, season 6, which I think was the final season. I think it got canceled, but they filmed it during COVID because they mentioned COVID and like in the store, like everyone's wearing masks and talking about like how like the customers aren't showing up. So it was interesting to see from that perspective of a quick turnaround of them, being able to kind of highlight how the pandemic has affected retail.
That's funny because that came up in like some conversation earlier. Like, what was it going to be like? Would we see Snake Eyes? Well, Snake Eyes always wears a mask, but would Jack Reacher or characters, what's it? I don't know. It's on TV now. Gordon Ramsay asked during like Hell's Kitchen kind of shit. How much are they going to introduce that into the pop culture?
Yeah, I mean this worked because it's a show about retail, so it works. So they can work that in. But yeah, I mean you're right. Like when it comes to like fucking I don't know, like Jack Ryan or some shit like that. Is he going to be wearing a mask like out like hunting bad guys? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it affects other things. But yeah, it was just kind of interesting watching a series as they're kind of playing out what's going on in real life still. So
it makes sense too. They could introduce it into the storyline, and they're being safe as they can on set too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it makes sense for them. Yeah.
Linus also says, "Why the Last Man is such a great series, ripe for a terrible adaptation." There you go.
Yeah.
And he says, "Gray in the balls is when shit gets real." Aries,
well, fortunately,
can you attest?
I have that. Yeah, Aries.
No, actually, surprisingly, it hasn't migrated that far south yet.
It's about
chest hairs all gray.
Yeah,
hasn't migrated that far yet.
It's about chest level. MZ doesn't have any hair in his body, so he doesn't know.
Bullshit.
Well,
bullshit.
Yeah, what, you got like 3 hairs? No.
Yeah.
Please don't show us.
What? Yeah, and they're all gray. Okay.
Captain.
My balls, my balls get enough scrutiny on this show as it is. Never mind.
Yeah, from yourself. Captain fucking Gray Balls over here.
I can't help that they are the way they are.
Yes, you can.
It's not like I was sitting around at home one day and I just decided to go, I don't know, fucking.
I don't know. I got big balls. I don't know. Fucking
Apache scrotum and knee chuck. I didn't.
What?
Well, if you wouldn't beat them so much, they wouldn't be swollen.
Apache scrotum and knee chuck.
Yeah, he's like that cartoon in Better Off Dead. Never, 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 never punching.
Everybody wants some. So let's see. What else is going on? I thought there was some other stuff I wanted to bring. Oh, I guess. Before we get too much further, actually, I don't think I mentioned the movie. We're going to be talking about the film Kandisha. And this is a Shudder exclusive. It just popped up on Shudder today, July 22nd, 2021. And we had a chance to view it a little bit early, got a screener copy. And we thank the folks who made that happen. and it is a film that is directed by Alexander Bustillo and Julia Mori, the directors of Inside, the original Inside from 2007, that is. So, looking forward to talking about that movie. It just popped up on Shudder today. So if you guys are curious, give it a watch. And also, kind of exciting news. I don't know exactly when we'll be covering it and to what degree, but we, in the past we've done some film festivals. We've done BUFF, that's the Boston Underground Film Festival. We've done the Shawn O'Shea Film Festival. We all went in attendance and watched The Ranger, if you guys remember that, right?
Oh, yes.
And we've also, what was the other one? Oh, Charlotte Film Festival. We've had Jay on several times to talk about his film fest, the Charlotte Film Fest. So we've done some festivals over the years, and MZ and I have gone to BUFF on a couple occasions. I've hung out with Professor J at BUFF on a couple occasions. So, I dig doing the festival circuit and kind of checking out new films before they drop. And we just found out that we got press accreditation for Fantasia Film Fest, which is one of the, if not the largest, genre film festivals in the entire world. So thankfully they're doing another hybrid. Otherwise we probably wouldn't be able to attend, but they're doing a hybrid festival. Typically takes place in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. But we'll get to do it from the comfort of our own home. Oh, look at you wearing your Expos hat. So it's exciting. It's real exciting that we get to cover a little bit of Fantasia, and this will be the biggest film festival that we've got press accreditation for. So really looking forward to talking about some of these movies, giving some of our reaction, and we're going to try to utilize our social media a little bit more. We don't use it all the time. It's mostly just kind of the more normal channels, Facebook, YouTube, and stuff where we broadcast the show. But we're going to try and do a little bit more and throw out some sort of quick reaction to some of the films. And and then when they get an official release, we'll kind of pick the ones that we really enjoyed and do discussions on them when they get a release. But we'll be doing mostly reactions and sort of quick hit reviews. We're not going to dive too deep into the films before they're released, because we don't want to get into the nuance of talking about it before other people have had a chance to see it. That's one of the great things about what we do, is we like to talk about movies that you guys have the chance to see. So, but yeah, it's real exciting, and I know MZ, you were excited about it because I think you've always wanted to check out Fantasia, right?
Oh yeah. For a long time, I've always dreamed of going to Fantasia, or just going to Canada, But one of the main things I like is that they have delivered upon the genre world for us as Fantasia, and this is the next best thing to actually be in there. So I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see what they're gonna dish out on us for films, and I'm gonna have a ball.
Yeah, there's this is, I believe, their 25th year.
Yeah,
and I just found out that the film that's going to be closing the Fantasia Film Fest is a Takashi Miike film. It's his follow-up to the Great Yokai War. It's the Great Yokai War Guardians. So it's a sequel to a film that he did in the 90s, I believe. So,
wow.
And Takashi Miike is always fucking awesome to check out. So, and also, I don't know if we'll have access to this, because I think it's some of the stuff will be geo-locked, I believe, but the James Gunn's Suicide Squad is actually debuting. Its world premiere is going to be at Fantasia Film Fest. But once again, I don't know. I think that's probably going to be one of those geo-locked pictures, because that would probably end up on the internet faster than you could say Polka Dot Man, right, Raven Shadow?
Polka Dot Man. But isn't it streaming on HBO Max the same day it's in theaters?
Yes, but it's coming out, I think, a day prior at Fantasia.
the whole day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit. All right, that's exciting, but I guess I'm probably gonna wait till Sunday to watch.
All right.
And Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got pause button at home, Aries.
You got a pause button.
Yeah,
Is that like the greatest thing that you own is a pause button?
top 6.
What are the other 5 then?
Ollie is 1 through 3.
Okay. You got to think about this, huh?
Yeah, you know, I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, no, I got beer, right? I mean,
I got beer. I got Uncrustables. I got Red Baron. Done.
I got a dog. I got Uncrustables. I got beer, and I got HBO Max. Oh, I got a pause button. Yeah.
You know, it's not too late for Fantasia to pull the our press passes away. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not too late.
I got sorry. I'm a journalist. Okay.
No, you are not a fucking
you're not.
journalist.
No, no.
That's, my handful of like do-overs. I would have gone to school for journalism. I would have liked to have done that.
No,
What?
you wouldn't have.
Wait, what are you gonna fucking write about?
Shit. You know what I mean? Stuff. The world. You know
Shit.
what I mean? Yeah.
I'm gonna write a shit.
What are you
Feces
gonna
month.
fucking write about?
Stuff,
You gonna
man.
write for
Like,
a newspaper? What are you gonna do? You gonna be on like MSNBC, maybe Fox 25?
yeah,
Write
channel
on little post notes.
Yeah, write your headlines on Post-it notes.
They had the tiny fucking notebooks back. I always have post-it notes. I would stick them on things.
Oh shit! Linus says, "Congrats, guys! Thanks, man." And he also says, "Great Yokai War was 2005." Sorry to be that nerd. No, be that nerd. Takashi Miike's put out what 3,000 films
Last year.
last year. Yeah, I haven't. There's a lot of films I haven't seen of his, and that is one of them. I know it's based on an popular anime of the same name. So yeah, please correct us if we're being fucking assholes, Linus. So, maybe I'll have to check out the first because I'm pretty curious to check out the sequel. So, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. Fantasia. This is the 25th. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember who. I'm not sure if it's Fantasia or not, but I think Tony Timpone is one of the kind of like programmers who picks some of the films, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that's
Right.
if he still is or not, but I know he was at one point in time, I think. So, pretty cool.
Hey, have you guys watched any of the Fear Street movies?
No, I have not. Did you?
Yeah, I banged out the entire trilogy over the weekend.
You banged out the entire trilogy. Okay.
I did with such ferocity. Well, the first movie I'm only gonna gloss over it, but yeah, the first one takes place in 94, the second one takes place in 78, and the third one takes place in 1666. Slasher series, not terrible. The first entry, 1994, is by far the weakest of the trilogy. It does get better as it moves along, and the third film is the one with the most amount of action, the most interesting. There are some really gnarly kills in this, some inventive ones at that too. Probably my favorite is the 1978 one.
Yeah.
Only because I can relate to that time period. You know.
Was that your teen years?
I was 1978, summer of 1978. I was 7 years old, but I still remember the late 70s. And it had a good feel, it had a good vibe to it. You know, the styles, the clothes, the hair and everything. You know, it was done pretty well. You know, 94 I just could not get into, and I think that's only because I just could not stand the 90s. It was just a terrible, terrible time.
Yeah.
You know, music and fashion. It just sucked.
It's funny, you still dress like you're living in the 90s. Apparently, it wasn't that terrible.
I'm fairly certain the 90s were awesome. From what I remember, I had a pretty good time.
You can remember it?
A little bit. Here and there.
It's
Here and there.
It's mostly before Aries was a dad. He was in a band.
Yeah,
Actually, well, you know, you got the half and half because he was born in 95.
No, he was not born in 95. No, you're wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah.
You don't know when your son was born.
Apparently, I'm wrong.
You obviously weren't there, Aries.
Yeah, how dare you?
Really?
Really? You're fucking questioning whether he knows when his son was born or not?
Well, I remember Aries in the 90s. Okay. So
I mean, granted, we're talking about the 90s, so it is feasible I could be mistaken with the date, but this date I'm fairly certain on.
yeah, that was a year though. But fair. No, but no, I think of the 90s. I like not like the early, like, you know, like all the neon color 90s and, you know, that kind of shit. I like mid to late 90s because I could drive and was old enough to do stuff with girls. I like that. And I
Old enough to do stuff with girls, he says.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff? Tell me.
Knock it off.
Was
Old
90s.
enough to do stuff with girls. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I was there. Yeah.
but the series is okay. You know, and from what I understand, the director, whose name escapes me right now, she wants to create a whole MCU style universe surrounding the Fear Street trilogy. And
Now,
I'm like,
is there a reason why they went backwards? Does that make sense in the story?
There's a whole. There is a narrative involved, and it does make sense. You just have to watch it.
Is it good? Is it just like a way to kind of get people's attention because they're going backwards? Is it good? Their reasoning.
I'm
gonna say no.
No. It's I have to think about it, but I'm more on the side of saying yes because it deals with a history that the town is plagued on since the third movie, since 1666. So, you know, the first movie takes place in 94, second place is 78, and the third movie takes place in 1666, where the story, which is actually the prequel.
666.
So, yeah, son of the devil, baby. So,
did you just do the what symbol? Oh, okay. I looked real quick. I thought you did the shocker.
what'd you think of?
I was like, why would you do that when we say 666?
That was coming. That was coming for you.
Don't you need the thumb up, or is it, I don't remember how it goes. I don't know.
Come on, Johnny, you fucking know.
Do it, Raven Shadow. Do it.
Yeah, it's like. I mean, I've never done it, but
I've never done it, but I could. But I can put my fingers in that position in like half a second.
yeah,
But I've never
can't
done it.
I can't do the Vulcan thing, but I can do that.
I can do the Vulcan thing.
You.
I've never seen Star Trek ever.
Out of your vegan mind, Johnny.
Yeah, there you go. It's a vegan symbol.
There you go, vegan shocker. The vegan
shocker.
Vegan shocker.
You better stop eating meat, or I'm gonna get you. Hit the animals. I'll fucking. All right, have the box.
The Vulcan shocker. Okay, no, not the vegan shocker. The Vulcan shocker.
Nope. it's
I
a
like the vegan
yeah.
shocker.
I'll have a salad.
Oh
But-
shit.
It's a good series, though. I mean, and the characters are pretty good. The kills are, there's a few kills in there that are certainly noteworthy.
Linus says Fear Street movies are okay for Netflix films. They're a good time. Agree with MZ.
Yeah, well, considering Netflix's horror library, it's pretty much the best of the bunch right now.
Yeah. And Linus says it's a curse that goes back through the ages, yo. And he says big ups veganity. Big ups, Linus. The director, by the way, I just looked her up. Lee Janiak is the director of the Fear Street films.
Yeah, that's in it.
Yeah, she did a movie back in 2014 called Honeymoon, which we actually almost did on the show. I don't know why we didn't, but we didn't end up doing that. It looks like she's done some TV. She did Scream, the TV series from 2015. Did that ever come out? Oh, that was the MTV one, right?
Yeah, that was the TV show.
Okay, yeah. I know. That's right. I never saw that. Okay,
That was on MTV, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
that's what I just
I
said.
think that was on MTV.
Wait, an MTV show came out on MTV? That's fucking weird.
Wait a second. Was this on MTV?
Wait a minute.
I didn't hear him say that. All right.
On the telephone?
Oh, and speaking of Linus, fucking new Patreon supporter, Linus.
Hey,
Big ups yourself, man.
yeah.
Baby Chow, give him a little something. Give him a little something.
Bombo, Leo.
No, give me a little nip.
Give him a little nip.
I'd go like Jim Beam. I'm not sure.
Show me your lucky bamboo.
Listen, I gotta go. All right.
Why don't you keep the lucky bamboo next to you for good luck during the show? I just
What
don't get
happened
it.
to that? Did you smoke it? Did you turn it into a bong?
He's not that mechanically inclined.
Maybe both.
He turned it into a bong.
No. He cannot figure out how to do that. He might have smoked it. He cannot figure out how to make it a bong.
He got somebody to make it into a bong.
All right. Well,
That-
he left, so maybe he's going to get it.
He's stuffing it right now.
He's going to smoke.
Yeah. He's going to come back in 10 minutes and he'll be like, oh, I forgot what I was doing. I went for a smoke.
Comes back in.
Oh, there is.
It's
Oh, look at that. That's getting big.
not a bong. It's in water though.
Now I know why he doesn't bring it in, because that thing's getting huge.
It's in water, so it could have been a bong.
Yeah, I need a flatbed. No, Linus, the lucky Jabba the Hutt bamboo welcomes you. To the chat room, and look forward to the Blackout Tapes discussion.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be on like Ramadan, baby. Come on now.
It's going to be on like Ramadan.
Yeah.
Dennis Ramadan.
Dennis Ramadan.
Ramadan Prime. Yeah. We're sorry. I'm not sure if that offends anybody.
All right, we're going to start wrapping this up. There's the lucky bamboo, Raven Shadow.
It's one of it's weird. Now it's like, yeah, there's 3 lucky bamboos, so it's spread out. It's almost like the Weather Dominator. There's different components of lucky bamboo. A lot going on over here, John.
Yeah, I see that.
Lonely.
Why are you so lonely?
Because Aries doesn't come over.
You have not invited me over.
You don't come over.
When?
Tonight.
No, not tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah, at 9 o'clock. Let me just come on over.
Although it wouldn't be the first time the Aries did the show from his truck.
True. We'll do it like in our cars. We'll just park near each other.
Maybe next week for the 9-year anniversary, maybe everyone will do it from their car.
Yeah.
That's how we'll make it different.
We'll just drive around.
Be like, what's that show? carpool karaoke. Well, Raven Shadow, what song would you do for karaoke?
Probably a Ramon song. Probably somebody put something in my drink.
Oh, that's kind of relevant for this episode, isn't it? For the movie? Sort of, anyways. All right, so let's start to wrap this up so we can get to the film discussion. Linus being our latest Patreon supporter, maybe he's not familiar with all the content that we have on the Patreon. So let me lay it down for Linus and for everyone else. So we have 3 different tiers, and in those tiers we give you all kinds of stuff. And every single tier gets access to our Patreon exclusive episodes. And this month, just a couple weeks ago, we did a film commentary for Miami Connection. And that was a fucking blast to do. Yep, Raven Shadow's pointing at the poster in the studio right now. It was a blast to do, and we had a ball. So check that out if you guys haven't already. And as we've talked about, Miami Connection is streaming on Tubi, and also it's available on YouTube. So go ahead, cue it on up, and play. Not QAnon.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Cue it up. Not cue it on up. Yeah. Cue it up. Yeah, let me make that very clear. Cue it up. And watch it along with us. And it'll be like we're in the room with you, right, Raven Shadow?
Oh, man, it's like we're all hanging out at the bar together, talking all raw.
Talking all raw.
Like we're on one big, large love seat.
Why do you have to do that?
I don't have to do it.
Why are you like this, Raven Shadow?
I don't know.
Linus says Miami Connection is pure cinema. Well, there you go, Linus. If you want to hear us bullshit and talk about it, then you can check that out. I think it was our 24th episode, so we have 24 exclusive Patreon episodes. We do some other film commentaries in the past. We've done Summer School. We did Police Academy 2, and we did Weird Science. All these movies that we watched growing up as young pups, as Raven Shadow likes to say, that impacted us. So we did a bunch of those early on. And we have a bunch of other discussions that we do. We do some lists, all kinds of stuff. We try to do stuff that's different from the format of the weekly show, just to give you guys something completely different. So we do one of those a month. There typically is a video that accompanies it for a higher tier. But last month we had all sorts of technical issues with getting the video for the film commentary, so unfortunately weren't able to do it. But we will go back to getting some video in this next month. Also, you can join the Discord. We got the Discord channel. You guys can come hang out, talk to us anytime. You can @Raven Shadow. In the middle of the night, you can @Raven Shadow. And that's where we do the Blackout Tapes, which we just did on July 2nd. It was the Dependence Day celebration. And roughly every 2 to 3 months, we'll do a Blackout Tapes. And basically, it's everyone pops into Discord, everyone gets into the chat, the voice channel, and we just fucking shoot the shit for hours until everyone blacks out, basically.
Yeah.
So we talk about all kinds of shit, nerd shit, movie shit, horror, whatever. Anything that comes up, it's all fair game, and everyone has equal opportunity to talk. One of the other things we do is the Patreon Takeover. Patreon Takeover is coming back in 2 weeks. And we have some really cool stuff that's in talks right now. Do you guys want me to tell you who's doing the next Patreon Takeover?
I want to.
Do you know who it is?
No. I don't.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say. So I think it's set in stone enough for me to say something. There is a big time difference, so we had to work through that, but it just so happens that he's off on the day that we're going to do it, and we're going to have on the Patreon Takeover our boy, Dane Unda.
Holy shit for the Shanghai basket.
Yep. Dane Unda is going to be joining us for the next Patreon Takeover in 2 weeks. I think it's episode 471. So as of now, we have it a plan pretty much in place. So hopefully everything goes through. But I'm excited. I'm super excited to have Dane on, and I'm interested to see what he's going to pick.
Yeah, way to open up our 9th year, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that dingo style, baby. I like that.
The dingo style. Aries is.
No.
Oh shit! Corny throws out a good one. Y'all need to do a commentary of Black Dynamite. That's not a that's pretty good.
Black Dynamite.
That movie is fucking amazing.
That movie fucking rocks.
Corny says, "Holy Vegemite, Dingo Dane." Oh shit! So, with the Patreon takeover, you get to come on, be a guest co-host with us, and you get to pick one movie and a topic for us to discuss, or two movies, whatever you want. And Dane Under has another request for you, Raven Shadow. So you better get ready.
Hit me.
Australian.
You got the show on time.
Well, but Australian flashbacks.
Oh, so I'll fucking teach Dane some things. He don't fucking know what I'm gonna tell him. I'll teach him how to learn. Yeah, I'll do that.
Well, you better get prepared. You got 2 weeks. You think that's enough time for you to get ready?
Yeah.
Nope.
Corny, where's Google?
Fantasia, if you want to pull out now,
Yeah.
you're more than welcome. We won't blame
No,
you.
please don't. Please don't.
They're gonna pull out now and do it all over MZ's fucking Jaws shirt.
Johnny went dark on that one.
Oh, right. Oh, shit.
All right, so that's it. So give the Patreon a look, patreon.com/trickortreatradio. There's some other goodies on there as well, but those are the main attractions, if you will. And we also do a Monsterpiece Theater Movie Club, which once we get past the 9-year anniversary and the Patreon takeover, we're going to be doing that because that's been we've neglected it for a little bit too long, and we'll be bringing that back. Because I'm interested to talk some movies with you guys. So all that is included on the Patreon. So give it a look and find out which tier suits you best. You can join and help support for as little as $2, Raven Shadow. $2 a month. So, all right, give it a look, everyone. We'd appreciate it. Also, the other ways you can support us on trickortreatradio.com, scroll down. You'll see an Amazon logo. If you click that, you're helping send some fucking rich-ass dude into a fucking cock-sized shuttle into space.
Yeah.
How big is your dick if that's cock-sized for you? I just thought it was shaped.
Oh, you're right. Okay, fair. It is.
Size?
Yeah. It is cock-shaped, not cock-sized. That's an important distinction.
Jesus Christ, I'm down here. Jesus Christ.
I mean, if that's the case, you're in the wrong industry.
Producer
pal.
Wolf.
MZ's got the balls. We're like a Voltron. We're like a sexy Voltron.
And I'll
Super
pull the
glove.
paint. Yeah.
Raven Shadow will provide the Italian.
and apparently I'm the pubic hair.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking beard hanging off of it.
Giant ball.
Jesus.
Oh shit. Penis sized.
Yeah. You're in the wrong industry, pal, if you think that's...
Oh shit, that's good.
Yeah, that's a fucking Brad Dragon sack right there.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Fucking cock de Leon.
Oh shit, Linus just he upgraded his Patreon during the show. he subscribed and then upgraded like 10 minutes later.
Oh, my man.
Awesome, thanks. Holy
Thank
shit.
you, Linus.
Holy shit. In the fucking YouTube chat room, someone named Blinks stays fresh. Who do you think that is?
Oh, is it Jaja Blinks?
It must be, right? He says MZ has a Jaws wife beater. It means he's a dangerous man.
Damn right. Don't ever...
I miss Jaja Blinks. It's been way too long.
What?
Man.
I
My
want
Jaws wife beater and my grapefruit-sized nuts, there's nothing I can't do.
Linus says, I've opted to Slayer because Krull is rad. He says Hunter sounded lame. Our psychology worked. No. Well, thank you, Linus. We appreciate that, man. It's most appreciated. We thank you for the support. And I don't know, Linus has some what was that? It's showing me his, I think it's in pounds. I'm not up on the transfer rate on that, so I don't know which. Oh, he's in the Slayer tier, so that means Linus gets to be a guest host if he wants to in a future Patreon takeover episode, and gets to pick some movies. Maybe he'll pick Krull.
I had some dope Krull stickers when I was a kid in my sticker book.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough about that. It's enough about Jeff Bezos's penis-sized spaceship. But if you guys do shop on Amazon, use our link.
You just said it again.
Use our no. I did it on purpose that time.
Oh, okay.
That's a joke, MZ. You ever hear of it?
No, from you, never.
So head on over to trickortreatradio.com, click on the Amazon logo, and to bring in Amazon, and everything you purchase in that session will get attributed to us. Doesn't cost them any extra, Michael Ravenshadow.
But it's another way to help keep the lights on.
That's right. And finally, we have the Trick or Treat Radio Greatest Hits on trickortreatradio.com. Just click on the store, volumes 1 through 3. We've been doing the show as of next week, 9 years. We've been doing the show 9 years as of next week. And we don't expect you've listened to all episodes. I think at this point we're over 500 episodes now with all the specials and all that. So we don't expect you guys to have listened to every single one. But what we did was we made some greatest hits, and it includes the highlights, the lowlights, the midlights, everything in between, the songs, the arguments, the interviews, just a little sampler, Raven Shadow, just like you used to get at Denny's. Did you eat everything, or did you just like eat only a few things?
No. I think if you couldn't, either it was like the porridge that Goldilocks chose, and it was all just right. Like I think it might have been like chicken tendies, mozzarella sticks, and potato skins, or you might have been able to customize. Yeah, maybe I could have. Did I have onion rings, Aries? Maybe I could have.
Chicken cheese fries.
Chicken cheese fries.
Yeah, chicken cheese fries. Yeah. All right. I want that right now. I'm so.
You want some You want some chicken tendies, Raven Shadow, huh?
You want some chicken tendies?
Do you prefer tendies or nugs?
Tendies, baby.
Like
classy.
Like Burger King, classy, right?
Yeah, it's classy because I could put some chicken tendies in the oven and get some instant potatoes with a couple of can of peas, and it's like having a meal.
I'm not even gonna ask. All right, so those are the ways you can help support us. Any support is most appreciated. And now we're going to head to a break in just a moment. But before we do that, Raven Shadow is going to tell us what he did to prepare to watch this movie, Kandisha.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I fucking survived the tortures of the fucking dam, Johnny. All right. But what I'm going to pinpoint, I'm zeroing on one fucking thing. So it's been raining for 7 weeks and 7 fucking days.
Okay, fucking
here.
Noah's Ark.
Yeah. But it was fucking downright biblical Saturday and Sunday. And the fucking shop flooded. The fucking comic book store flooded.
Wow.
Yeah. So the problem was, I'm ringing up people all day long, right? One girl went home sick, so I'm fucking ringing up. And I tell you right now, every motherfucker in that fucking line bought these fucking pop figures. I had families spent $126 on those vinyl fucking pop things, whatever the fuck. So I'm ringing people up.
Did you say pop?
Pop.
P-A-H-P, pop?
Yeah, pop will eat itself. What's that band? The vinyl pops.
Pop.
Right,
okay.
Pops. Right, the big, like bobbleheads, but they're collectible.
Oh, Pop.
Yeah.
Funko Pops.
Yeah, fuck those Pops. So I'm ringing. Everybody's buying these fucking Pops. And there's one motherfucker in the back. Like, he's like pointing at me. I have a line like fucking, I have a Sam Kinison like line fucking in front of me. But it's with people. And I'm fucking pissed off. This guy's pointing at me. And then he's like, yo, you're flooding. I'm like, oh shit, we are. So the problem is the shop just paved Lois Lane, the street between the shop and the auto body joint. But the problem is when they paved it, it's fucked up the pitch. So now we have water coming in fucking under the sports deck. We sell a lot of paper, so that's bad. And then at one point, we had people couldn't leave the store. Like, we can't get out. And I'm like, well, that's above my pay grade. I don't know what to tell you. So Park Ave is fucking flooded. There's cars underwater. Everyone's underwater. People are still fucking buying pops. All I want to do is fucking go home, see what my problems are. But you got to believe, I'm very excited for the Cashadorian movie we're going to watch. And I strapped on.
You go through your week with the same old routine.
What you really want is some blood and thunder in your life.
Well, friend, you found it.
The Cromcast is an adventurous journey through the history of two-fisted pulp stories.
With your hosts, John,
Josh,
and Luke.
We have action,
horror,
and adventure, all through the lens of pulp luminary Robert E. Howard.
Don't just stay in your ordinary life.
Find your pulp life at thecromcast.blogspot.com.
The Cromcast.
The Cromcast.
The Cromcast.
A podcast for the barbarian at heart.
Thank you guys for having me on. It's a blast. You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much.
And, Trick or Treat Radio, man. That's where it's at. That's the new Fangoria Radio is Trick or Treat Radio.
No. Don't say that.
It's like, you really put us under.
It's like swearing in church.
You just jinxed us.
Yeah. you put a lot on our shoulders just now.
Well, we can strive for greatness.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah,
you really are. You got a great show.
Oh, delicious nerds. Ms. M knows you like to chat it up with other sexy shut-ins about comics, movies, video games, and your favorite TV shows. If that sounds like you, cuddle up to the Trick or Treat Radio Facebook group, or the FIB. That stands for Fan Interaction Board. Just go to Facebook and search for Trick or Treat Radio and have more fun than a Jedi at a lightsaber sale. Not enough? Watch us on YouTube, The Deadites TV, all one word. Last but not least, check out the world's most dangerous talk radio show, Trick or Treat Radio, at trickortreatradio.com.
We're back on Trick or Treat Radio.
Oh boy, are you ready?
Oh boy. Yeah, bye-bye. All right, we are back. Me and MZ are back. Oh, and Aries. There's Aries.
Oh, here he is.
Sorry.
You still beat Raven Shadow. It's okay. The day that he beats you, you should be worried.
That's usually when an emergency is happening.
Oh, yeah, true. All right, so we're going to talk about this week's film. Let me just, I think there's some chat in the chat room. Blinks says MZ was probably in line for one, I bet. One of those Funko Pops.
No.
Or sorry, Pap. What do you say? Pap.
Oh, he's going to grab a pop.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a pop. Here we go.
Oh, my God, it's not in a package. MZ, it's worthless. It's not in a package.
Oh no! What am I going to do?
MZ lets him breathe.
Yes. Well, he's got an oxygen tank, so he's already set for breathing.
That doesn't really look like a Funko Pop, so I guess it's okay. Nah, they're fine.
Oh, all right.
They're fine.
Well, because it's got the giant eyes. That's the
see,
distinguishing feature.
He's doing the Elizabeth.
Well, you big dummy.
You big dummy.
These are the one things you take out of the package.
Evil Corny says, Wolfie, y'all need closed captions. I can't understand Raven Shadow.
Welcome to our world.
I think Raven Shadow...
I don't think closed captioning would help.
At least for a little while, Facebook was doing closed captioning. I don't know if they still do, but it was really funny to listen to watch the show when they were doing that. But I don't know if they still do or not. But
I'm just picturing. You guys remember years ago Eddie Murphy doing buckwheat from?
Oh yeah,
yep.
Where it was just question marks for one of the songs. I'm just picturing that for Raven Shadow. Like the closed captioning has no idea what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking they gave up after listening to Raven Shadow and said, "Fuck that, we're not gonna." It's just too much.
Oh shit!
You have a better time understanding Ahmed Johnson.
Is that true?
I would doubt it.
All right, so let me see. What are we doing here? We are going to talk about a movie. How about that? So the movie we're going to talk about this week is Kandisha, and this movie was, it is just popped up on Shudder, so from 2021. It is 85 minutes. It is a horror film from writer-director team Alexander Bustillo and Julien Moret. And the film, oh God, I'm going to butcher some names here. The film stars Walid Afkir, Susie Bemba, Sandor Funtek, Bakary Diambera. Let me see, they're all out of order. Matilda Lamousse and Samarkande Sadi and Miriam Sarali as Kandisha.
Wow, you'd swear Gerard Depardieu is on this show.
You want to fucking do it, jackass?
I would probably have a better chance of getting it done, seeing as how I am.
Do it. Pull it up. Pull up IMDb.
Oh,
right
wow, yeah, that's ballsy.
Yeah, do it.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Go.
All right, hey, don't push me.
Pull it up.
Don't push me.
Oh,
I'm pushing, motherfucker. Go.
We are French Canadian. Oh, the fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm ready.
Let me just get it here.
Oh yeah. No.
I need my glasses.
See, I need my glasses. Look at this fuck.
No, because I need my glasses to read.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Wow.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it. No, you're doing it. Do it.
No.
Yes.
I don't wanna.
Wow.
Admit Wolfie is the best then.
Yeah. You got to admit I'm the best at reading French then, if you won't do it.
Fine, you're the best. Yeah. Whatever makes you happy.
It doesn't make me happy, but you refuse to do it. So, all right. And the synopsis: 3 childhood friends invoke the spirit of Kandisha, a vengeful creature from a Moroccan legend. The game turns into a nightmare when their loved ones tragically disappear. The young girls will then do all they can to try and counter this evil creature. All right, so as mentioned, the film is directed by Alexander Bustillo and Julien Moret, and previously they have directed a couple films that we've talked about on the show. They did Inside, the very well reviewed, highly thought of French extreme French Extremity film from 2007. That's definitely, when you think of French Extremity, that is one of the ones that you think of, right, MZ?
Oh, absolutely.
So
absolutely, and and Inside and Martyrs was like head to head for the longest time.
Yeah. So they obviously have a lot of weight behind their names, just because of that film alone. But they've also done. I actually still haven't seen this movie. I don't know if you did, MZ, but they did a film called Among the Living, which I believe was on Tubi or Shudder, one of the, or both maybe. But from 2014, did you see that, MZ?
I think I might have. I don't remember though. It sounds familiar to me.
And they also did a segment of ABC's Death 2. They did X's for Xylophone, which I think I remember that one. And then they also did the film Leatherface, which we reviewed a few years back, the origin movie of Leatherface, which I wanted to hate it, but I guess most of us dug it, right?
I remember liking it.
Yeah. I think that the just the idea behind it was kind of silly to do sort of an origin movie, but I think with what they had, I think they did a good job with it. I wouldn't like wholeheartedly recommend people go seek that out if you're big Texas Chainsaw fans, but I think they did a admirable job with what they had. And the film also has Stephen Dorff, Lily Taylor, among others. So it's certainly worth a viewing, maybe, especially if it's available on on a streaming service. And then they also have a movie coming out. I think it's actually playing at Fantasia, if I'm not mistaken. Their next movie is The Deep House. So they have been busy. They took a little break in there between some films, but they've been busy lately. So we're going to talk about this movie, Kandisha. And as I mentioned earlier, it is streaming on Shudder. Popped up on there today. So if you guys are interested in checking out, it is a Shudder exclusive film. So you can watch it there. All right. So it would probably be difficult to talk about this movie without bringing up at least one film. Right, MZ? Does one come to mind for you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, why don't you name it? Because we're probably thinking of the same one.
Well, let's hope so. The movie that I kept on thinking of while watching this was Candyman.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
All right.
So I would say that, and it's not a spoiler. It's just reading the synopsis kind of gives it away a little bit. What happens is we have these group of three friends. We'll get a little bit more into the nuance, but these three friends, and one of them is assaulted by her ex, and kind of a tough scene. She wasn't sexually assaulted. I think he wanted to, but it's not super graphic in that way. For anyone with kind of like a trigger warning. There are other trigger warnings in this to be sure, but
Yes.
that's not one of them. But it is kind of a rough scene because he's kind of physically abusing her. So it can be probably a tough watch for some people. But and then after this, they hear about the legend of the Moroccan legend about Kandisha, where you say her name 6 times and you paint a pentagram and say her name 6 times, and then you can invoke her, you can call her. And I won't get into too much of the nuance of the curse, or not the curse, but sort of the legend. But I think it's kind of interesting as it unfolds. She desires something very specific. Not specific, but there's like certain criteria to what she desires that has to be fulfilled before she goes away, I guess. So, and then we have the friends who are trying to deal with this, big problem in their lives now all of a sudden. but that's kind of the real basic idea. But we start off with these friends. We see them. The movie is in French, by the way, so it is subtitled for those who care. Aries. But what did you guys think of the friends? The friendship between them, and I thought it was like, I thought the dialogue was like different than what it like. I feel like it almost felt kind of like fresh and not really like stifled and like stuffy. I thought it felt like it was kind of like, I know this is kind of a silly thing to say, but street smart. Like that's how people might talk.
I mean, we've known each other for a good long time, and we've spoken to each other like that from time to time. I mean, that isn't what we're completely about and talking the way these girls talk to each other, but it's along the same idea. We're friends. We pretty much can rip into one another whenever we feel like it, for whatever, meaningful reason there could possibly be. And we remain friends as a result of it. Just like these girls here, they say shit, they rip into one another, they insult each other. But in the end, they have a bond that keeps them together. And that's what real friendship is.
Right, and they're 20-something girls, and they're all different. Like, so there's one black girl, there's one white girl, there's one Muslim girl. They kind of like take the piss at each other when we see them get together. They're different, and they're like a tight, you might almost say Aries, like a triumvirate of friends, and they have their outer circle.
Which they show the outer circle, like, brothers and sisters and just neighborhood kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they're definitely in a city. I don't know. I wouldn't really call it a slum, but I mean, they're definitely in a city, in an urban environment. They hang out on rooftops, wherever they can go. I would assume they're in their 20s, at least most of them. Like, there's one person, not that you're going to have an age to fucking have a kid, but there's one guy that's, the one girl that's pregnant.
Right. Yeah. I mean, she could have been 16, like, but yeah,
right.
I'm pretty sure that we're right. They're probably like late teens, early 20s. And all of, what's up?
They had jobs.
More than I could say about some people. No, I don't know what I mean by that.
You foreshadowing boy.
Oh, what are you saying, Raven Chow? You're not going to have a job? You're going to quit your job?
I might have help. Well, yeah.
All right. So yeah, I mean, I think that, I mean, there's so many different legends, like, in no matter like what country or religion or whatever. There's all these different legends and myths, and this is not one that I have heard of. Has anyone ever heard of Kandisha?
I was actually wondering if this was based on something, an actual legend, or whether the movie made up something for themselves.
Well, there was actually a 2008 Moroccan horror film of the same name. So I don't know if this is. I don't think it's a remake, because the plot for this one sounds different. It's the plot for the 2008 one says a famous jinn fights lawyer Naila Al-Jaidi, who is attempting to find out how her daughter died. So no, it's a different plot entirely. So I don't think it's based on that, but I think that it is a sort of it's called this one's called an Arab horror movie. This one, the Kandisha from 2008.
But they make references. They make references to jinns.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I'm a big mark for.
Gin the drink or the monster?
Yeah, gin and juice. Yeah, demons and fucking.
Gin and juice, huh?
Gin and juice.
Aries, you got some gin and juice in that big ass cup of yours over there?
Nope, I don't do gin.
Actually, it would be a chalice, not a cup in his case.
I have a cup. Big plastic cup full of water.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, Rave Channel?
Lots. No,
Did you say lots?
Yeah, lots. No, I'm fine. No, I'm just hanging out, man.
Just hanging out, man. Aisha Kandisha. So I'm reading this from Wikipedia. So I'm just gonna kind of just read it off here. It's a female mythological figure in northern Moroccan folklore, one of a number of folkloric characters who are similar to jinn but have distinct personalities. She is typically depicted as a beautiful young woman who has the legs of a hooved animal, such as a goat or camel. Although descriptions of Aisha Kandisha vary from region to region within Morocco, she is generally thought to live near water sources and is said to use her beauty to seduce local men and then madden or kill them.
Yeah, and there's one thing. Apparently, I have a kink where I like sexy Moroccan women with headgear and cloven hooves.
You're into Malakas, Dino?
I'm into Moroccans, Dino. I tell you. I was waiting for that. I wasn't sure which one was going to do it first. But I'm into Moroccan, Wolfie.
She's into Malakas.
She's into Moroccans.
He's into Moroccans. But yeah, I guess we'll jump right there to talking about Kandisha. I thought it was a really unique looking monster. I thought that was one of the coolest parts about this film was the look of Kandisha. Now, obviously, since it's Moroccan, it's Arab, it has that flavor to it, right? With I don't know the
veil.
What's that, MZ?
Veils and head, like a head. Like I don't know what you call it. It was like a head. I don't know what the hell you call it. It's like a head thing that has like a small medallion on it, things like that. So, like you said, the flavor of it was definitely there and in tune with what I guess what is perceived as Moroccan culture. But the overall look of the creature is really quite good, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, not just the look of it, but the way it's presented in the film. It just has a very unique look to it. Very different. I liked it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's I think Raven Shadow was kind of getting at this, but it's both horrifying and beautiful in a sense, right? Like that's kind of like the feel you get.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. She's got very piercing eyes, very beautiful eyes, and you know.
Would you let him talk?
Go ahead, Raven Shadow.
MZ and me. No, but like, I think obviously she interprets her form changes along with the film. I mean, like the version we see in like the bathhouse is different from from the house scene.
Is that the one you envision as the bathhouse scene?
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm down for a good bathhouse scene. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Italy, but no, there was that moment. And like, you know, like I would say wash the cloven hooves before you get into bed, but no. Then her form changes with over the course of
right, like size wise too, right? Like sometimes she appears as normal size, other times she appears rather large. You know.
Right.
I mean, boiled down, she has two different forms. She has a humanoid form and then a demonic form.
Yeah.
Both of which have the cloven hooves, but the humanoid form is beautiful. They portray her in different varies of clothing, but the demonic form, I mean, that is just terrifying.
Yeah, and there is some. This is so I wouldn't go so far as to say that this would be considered like a French extremity film. And I don't know if that movement is even still around to this day. I think there are probably still some films that would fall into that category. I wouldn't consider this in that category. Would you agree with that, MZ?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it's one of the more extreme films that we've gotten out of France in recent years, but I wouldn't list it anywhere near the height of French extremist films back in the 2000s.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. This feels, and I'm not. This isn't, intended as like a slight, but it feels a little bit more like a typical American horror movie. Some of the trappings of an American horror movie, and that's not to say that's a bad thing. I think that this film does some things pretty well, and it kind of sticks to the kind of a standard format, I'd say. It doesn't, it's kind of your typical horror movie, but it does have some cool stuff that makes it stand out, and a really cool villain. And I thought the characters were generally likable. I mean, they had their issues, but I think that they were generally pretty likable characters. I mean, you were kind of rooting for at least Amelie, I would say.
Right. There was no like annoying fucking characters. Even the like peripheral, kids in the group. There wasn't like, oh, I can't wait till that motherfucker dies. Like no one was intrinsically annoying or bad.
You're pulling out the fucking 25-cent words here, man.
Yeah, no, I got some change in the back.
Did you get a thesaurus for Christmas?
Yeah, no, I love dinosaurs. The thesaurus. Extinct. That's a dinosaur joke. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your Patreon supporters. But no, I mean, like, there wasn't like the typical horror movie joints. I mean, it made sense. So, okay, so she gets attempted assault by a douchebag ex-boyfriend. Yes, you might get pissed off and do a little bit of an incantation. Unfortunately, that backfires, and they have to deal with it. But I like how the team or the friends supported each other. When you find out what the common denominator for this evil djinn's vengeance is. They all have a dog in the fight, so to speak, or maybe another animal,
or a bunny.
Yeah. Which is fucking. And now, to be fair, so she kind of sucks in that regard. But right, like you were along for the ride, where it wasn't breaking new ground, but I think it did it in a serious and interesting way. And maybe it was. You think maybe it was the French influence that made it slightly up to its gangster, if you will.
I will say so. Creepy Girl says, no, not typical American. No way. I mean, I think it definitely had more teeth than your typical American film, but I feel like the format and sort of like the flow of it felt that way. That's kind of what I mean. I don't mean in terms of the violence or anything like that. Just kind of like, kind of a typical, the way that the narrative unfolded. And she says, let's see, baby scene, rabbit scene, and the extremeness of some of the kills not typical of American films. It definitely felt like a foreign film to me. Yeah, and that's what I was talking about, is the actual sort of like format of the film and the way the story unfolded. That's kind of what I mean, because we've seen a lot, like a pretty good amount of foreign horror in over our 9 years, and this felt more like a American style, the way it unfolded. But I will agree, it definitely had more teeth than your typical American film.
It had the beats. It had some of the same beats, but
yeah.
It had more, like you said, it had more teeth in those beats.
MZ, so you're our resident gore hound. What was your opinion of the gore in this flick?
Well, the violence in here is really good, actually. As far as the bunny scene goes, I cannot. I imagine that's not real.
It's definitely not real. I mean, you know that.
They didn't kill a bunny, dude. The bunny didn't suffer for its art. Bugs wasn't going to be an aspiring actor and wants to fucking really go all in on the scene. It was a fake bunny. So
Yeah.
spoiler.
Well, that's what I said. But
This movie
when
would not have come out if that was real. It just wouldn't happen in this day and age.
No, I know, but the reason why I bring that up is because I was reading a couple of like small reviews on the film that came out before we did, and some people were bringing up the bunny issue, and it's like, well, yeah, it is what it is. But I didn't think it was real either. But some people made an issue of it.
What was the issue?
They felt that it was rather unnecessary.
It's gratuitous. I mean, it definitely is gratuitous. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, they said it wasn't necessary, and it's like, well, if that's part of what needs to be done in order to take care of the Kandisha, then so be it. That's what done.
I think what they were probably talking about is that what was unnecessary was showing it the way they did. You can hand wave that.
Yeah.
But they made it a centerpiece.
The way the bunny was handled, it was a little uncomfortable. Although there is one big bunny shot gore scene in this movie that.
Did you say bunny shot?
Bunny shot.
Bunny shot. Money shot. Not bunny shot. Money shot. And if you saw the film, you guys saw the film, you got to know what scene I'm talking about.
I have an idea. I'm not positive. Was it the shower?
No.
Okay.
Sauna?
Or that's what I mean. Sauna or whatever.
No. After the bus.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought that one was pretty good. I actually thought that the one that Aries and I were talking about was maybe more.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know which one you talk about. That was good too. But the one after the bus is the one that sticks out in my head. That was really well done.
I would agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think they're both really well executed, and even some of the other stuff, like it wasn't like one of the sort of like, big centerpiece ones, but where one of the kids gets sort of like turned in half, and like he's like laying there like with his legs backwards and up, and that one, they didn't really show a lot of that, but the end result was pretty brutal. And I think they did a good job of ratcheting up the violence as it went on. Because at first they didn't really show the monster, and the violence was kind of like not necessarily a centerpiece. So I liked how they kind of ramped it up, and I think that worked well.
I definitely feel that was intentional, because they realized they probably couldn't show everything on every kill. So by showing you a little bit more each and every time, every kill was a little bit more shocking as you progress through this movie.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like a deliberate move by the directors.
Yeah, I would certainly agree with that, and I think it was a good move too, because it really, if you as we know, if you Raven Chat, if you give everyone the money shot at the beginning, they're not going to stick around, right?
Yeah, well,
or the bunny shot.
Well, you can get there's compilation options.
Oh, Jesus.
MZ knows.
Does he? Oh, he's giving the thumbs up. He does know. Oh, man. So what are some other things we can talk about without giving too much away? I mean, I really dig these two as directors. I think that the film looked good. It's not super stylish, but that's not what they were going for. But I think that there was a few times where the style did sort of shine a little bit, some of the lighting choices and things like that. So I think overall the film looks really good. In terms of like I didn't really notice the score all that much, which, as we've talked about, Aries is typically a good thing. If it doesn't really stick out and in your face, typically that's a good thing. But did anyone have any thoughts on the sort of technical aspects of it?
Yeah, no, it's very well shot. Particularly the opening scene where it looks like you got like a drone shot going.
Yeah.
Streets. It's very reminiscent of like The Shining or Santa Sangre. More along the lines of Santa Sangre, because it's just a shot that's going right down the street, the middle of the street, over trees, and you got both sides of the buildings on both sides of the street, and it's just one straight shot, and it's really, really nice looking. I thought the movie was well paced. I thought it was well edited. As you know, editing is a big thing for me. And also, I think we got to see as much of the Kandisha as we needed to. There was no need for us to see her in her full glory.
I think Raven Shadow would have liked to see more.
I would disagree, sir. I want to see the clothing. No, that's wrong.
You want to see the unclothing hoof?
Yeah. No.
I feel we did see her in her full glory.
We did.
The bathhouse.
Well, no. What I was going to say before Raven Shadow started getting all horny was it wasn't. She wasn't displayed in a full light. There wasn't like so we get a really good look at what she looks like. We didn't need that. The shadows was just right. The light was just right. Where and mostly her eyes were highlighted, which is her best feature, because she just looked really, really good. But I think the lighting on her, in particular, was critical, and I think they pulled it off really, really well.
Yeah.
So they definitely highlighted the eyes, and that was 100% of what needed to be shown for her in her most human form.
Agreed.
You there with it? You with us, Raven Shadow? Everything okay?
Yeah, no, I'm just talking to Rocky. He's watching Stargirl, so we're
What
trying
the
to figure
fuck?
out some ASA
Are you
stuff.
fucking kidding me?
I'm sorry, you're talking to someone
you're
who's not even
talking-
listening to the podcast.
You're talking to
Doing a
Rocky.
show.
Yeah.
He's
I
watching
liked you better when
Stargirl.
you lied.
I don't care what he's watching. Unless he's watching or listening to us, he doesn't matter. This is our time.
Yeah, how long
Can't
do
stay
you
away-
hang out with your buds? With the four of
Can't
us?
stay away from it for 3 hours.
No, but he's watching Stargirl, and we're talking about the old school.
I don't care.
All right,
I don't
well,
care. None of our listeners care. You need to be here. If he was listening to the show and you guys were talking about the show, that would be one thing.
If I
But
was
not Stargirl.
Oh wait, Stargirl's on?
if I was Linus, I'd be pissed after just fucking supporting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm sorry, brother. Can I text Rocky, tell him I'm in trouble? All right, no.
Yeah. Tell him to fucking. You should be listening to the show.
Right,
Stargirl is watching on demand.
That is true.
Fucker, we're live.
He's telling me you got in trouble. All right.
We'll tell him for you.
I'll have to tell Rocky. He's my co-host on the other show. I have to yell at him now.
Tell him Aries is pissed.
Aries, yeah. Tell him.
Go ahead, type that. Go ahead. Aries is pissed.
And
Not Aries needs to piss. Aries is pissed.
oh shit! Evil Corny says Raven Shadow, you and Rocky can go fuck yourselves.
Oh, there you go. That's coming from Corny.
Really, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are on the outs now again, huh?
No, we're not on the outs. Everything is fine.
No, Corny's about this show. Corny sees the whole picture, not the individual.
Yeah, Corny's a fucking professional.
Yeah, on an 80-inch screen TV.
People
Hi,
take
Corny.
time. People take time out of their busy schedules to hang out with us, Raven Shadow. And you're talking about Stargirl with
The least
Rocky.
you could do is reciprocate. The least you could do is reciprocate.
Hey, I for the most part, I almost always reciprocate. Okay, but
No,
nevertheless,
with us.
Oh. But no, the movie, the Kandisha is a bad girl. You know what I mean? Don't invoke demons. That's not good, even if it's good intentions. Right? Where are the parents? Where are the parents?
We saw the parents.
We saw a parent.
No, we saw the parents.
No, we saw how all these girls were raised.
Bad girls.
What?
Jesus. Is Stargirl a bad girl?
No, she's a really good girl. She lives in the Midwest. She's got a cosmic rod.
What does the Midwest have to do with anything?
They're nice people over there.
Name
one.
Then maybe you should go there and learn something.
Move there.
Name one.
Move there.
Name one person from the Midwest.
Who was the sheriff in the Fargo?
What? The
Francis
sheriff
McDormand?
in the Fargo.
Yeah.
Francis McDormand.
Yeah, Francis McDormand's really nice. Isn't Fargo?
I'm sure she thinks the same about you.
I'm sure she thinks less of you.
Is she one of our Patreon supporters?
Linus says, "This ain't what I paid my $4 for."
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And he says, "Actually, it is quality criticism up in here."
Dude, if you want to take your money back, we won't blame you.
No, please don't take your money back. What can we do?
Raven Chow, you're worth $4, man. Do you know what that is?
I am the $4 man.
The $4 man. Wow.
Thank you, Linus. See, he gets it.
That's like we have the $1 million man. We got the Bionic Man and then the $4 man.
For a while, I was the $8 man. I think for a little bit. Now I'm the $4 man.
The $4 man. That's probably a pack of smokes. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That's all you're worth.
Lord $4.
Oh
What are you
shit!
for?
I actually want to find out. I think it's
Yeah, I think-
$4 Raven Shadow is $5.51 United States dollars.
Half a pack
You can't even buy a pack
of cigarettes.
But it would give you a big box of fucking chips, right? Like French fries, as they
Box?
say. We say
A box of chips.
yeah, they put chips in everything, right? Right, Linus? Come on now. You got everything. You know what I
What's
mean?
a chip, Raven Shadow?
Well, we call it French fries, or post 9/11, you might call them freedom fries, depending on the state that you're in.
Fuck me.
Stop trying
We're
to
talking
bond.
We're talking about a French movie. You can call them French fries.
Yeah, stop
French fries.
talking.
French fries.
French
And
fries.
to-
French
and-
dressing.
And to drink, Peru.
Oh my god.
The fucking $4 man. Oh my god. You are worth $4. How do you feel?
You know, better now. I felt like I was worth less than that before the show came on. So I feel this is a level of validation that I didn't have in my meeting at 11 o'clock that went till 12.
That's how much you should be earning an hour, Raven Shadow. $4.
It's good. Yeah. That will help keep a light on at my neighbor's house.
Evil Corny says that might be the cost of American Spirits here.
Wow, it's a deep dive into
American Spirits. Do you ever smoke American Spirits, Raven Shadow?
I in the 90s, I knew a girl that smoked American Spirits.
Wait. The correct answer to that is no.
Oh.
We don't need a backstory for a no.
This is just like my meeting at 11 o'clock today. So, yeah, I didn't purchased them, but I may have smoked one.
Oh,
Can we
shit.
get me, please?
Linus says chips. That's right. Raven Shadow. He's got your back.
Thank you.
No, don't encourage him.
He's doing it.
Linus, you can't encourage him.
Linus,
I'm sorry. You can't.
It only leads to evil.
Yeah, I'm like Kandisha. I will appear in a bathhouse.
Say his name 6 times and offer him Americans. No, what you do is you leave $4 out on the table and a pack of American spirits.
Yeah, I'm coming home.
That's how you call Raven Shadow to your house and say his name 6 times. $4 American spirit and say his name 6 times. That's it.
Hello, Linus. Man,
there's gonna be like 3 people in the world that try that tonight are gonna be sadly, sorely disappointed,
or relieved that it didn't work.
Like, what the fuck? Oh, thank God he didn't show up.
Oh fuck!
Some morbid curiosity. They're just gonna try it and just be relieved.
What if it happened? Like,
would just 1 cigarette be okay, or is it gotta be a pack?
What are we doing? It's time management. You know what I mean? Is it minutes?
Linus says we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was. Better, stronger, faster. Up to $4.
Yeah, making him better is not that hard because we're starting low.
$4, man.
A lot of duct tape in like plastic bags.
Jesus Christ. All right, well, what else are we going to say about this movie?
Oh, my God.
Anything else you guys want to talk about this flick?
Well, the opening scene in the restaurant or the diner.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that was about. It's weird. It was like it got into some racial issues that really didn't need to have to be brought up because it really didn't play at all.
Really, it was like you said, just friends talking.
I believe that was setting the tone for the relationship of these people, and because you're not an early 20s something, you don't fully grasp their relationship.
I mean, yeah, that's possible. And also like the girl who was wearing the Ramones shirt. And I saw that. Even before I brought up, I said to myself, I'm willing to bet her character doesn't know a single Ramones song. And then they bring up the fact that she doesn't know any Ramones songs. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. What'd you think of that, Aries?
Yeah, well, that's the running joke that, the Ramones or Guns N' Roses or Slayer, like, people just wear the shirts. They don't know the music. But, I mean, that's kind of how it is nowadays, that the iconic bands, they just become symbols rather than the music.
Yeah, Nirvana,
Yeah, you know what's funny? Actually, it's funny that you mentioned Nirvana. I had to go to try to get my car back on the road now that things are kind of returning back to normal. And I went to the Maryland DMV, and I saw these girls couldn't have been any older than 17. I saw one girl wearing a Scorpions T-shirt. It had to be 16, 17 is my guess. And another girl wearing a Nirvana shirt. Both those bands were like had their heyday before they were born, like for sure. And not that there's anything wrong with that. It could have been their parents maybe were into them or something. But I do think that what you guys bring up is sort of, it's more about the look or what it represents than the music per se. And it could be the music. I mean, obviously I don't know these people. I didn't talk to them, so maybe they just love the bands. But, as was discussed in this movie, one of the guys asks the girl wearing the Ramones shirt, name one song from the Ramones, and she doesn't.
Yeah.
She avoids it, right?
And the funny thing is that later on in the movie, he's teaching her a song, and of all songs to teach her, he's teaching her Pet Sematary. Like, couldn't be. I want to be sedated. No, it had to be.
Was it Pet Sematary? I thought it was another one.
Yeah.
No, it was Pet Sematary. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I just thought that was a little kind of ironic because that song is only known because of the movie. Like that wasn't like a big single or anything else. I believe they wrote it for that movie. So if you were gonna like pester someone to name a Ramones song, that would not be a go-to song because it's more about the movie than about the band.
Exactly.
And I'd like to think that was kind of intentional.
Yeah, probably.
But yet I mean, I don't know much about Ramones, but
Aries and Ravechild do.
And therefore I won't wear a shirt of the Ramones because I'm not like that. But I think that's their like biggest commercial hit was Pet Sematary, wasn't it?
No, it was not.
No? Okay.
No, it actually was not a big song for them. They wanted it to be. That's why they did it for the movie, but it was not a big hit for them. I mean, it's somewhat known because of the movie, but it is not their most well-known song.
I mean, the video got some rotation.
Not be sedated, not Gabba Gabba Gee or whatever that's.
Gabba Gabba Gee.
Really? I'm gonna call Rocky.
No, you're not gonna.
Please, we're surprised you haven't done it yet.
No, yeah. I mean,
when MZ does karate, he wears his Gabba Gabba Gee. Jesus Christ.
So when those girls are wearing the Scorpions t-shirt, did you say, is your favorite Scorpion song Pour Some Sugar on Me?
No. Gorky Park. Winds of Change. That's the one.
Down to Gorky Park.
I saw them in concert.
Scorpions?
Yep.
Nice.
Sorry.
I don't think I ever did.
Hey, don't be sorry, man. They put on a good show.
Klaus Meine, the singer.
Yeah.
He was going bald like when he was in his 30s.
Yeah. That hat never came off.
No. Creepy Girl says the music nowadays not as good as the old stuff. Some kids are into old music. My daughter was always into 80s music.
I think I saw the Ramones 2 or 3 times, at least twice.
Yeah. I never listened to the Ramones a ton. Like I never owned any of their albums, but I do remember that one fucking trip we made to Northampton to go to the Words and Pictures Museum. We left at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. And we drove out there on a Sunday night, got there nice and early. We're walking around Northampton. We're all excited to go to the Words and Pictures Museum. We'd never been there before. We get there right when they fucking open. Close on Mondays.
Apparently, the one day that Northampton is shut down is Monday.
Yeah.
It was me, you, Mars, and Tron.
Yeah. And the reason I brought up the Ramones is because we listened to the Ramones for the entire ride, there and back, I believe.
What car were we in? Were we in the Falcon? Were we in your?
No, it wasn't mine. I was in the back seat. I think might have been Tron's or yours.
Oh, no, it would have been Tron. Yeah,
Okay.
And then we bought those jelly beans.
Yeah, lesbians they were called.
Lesbians.
Yeah.
Northampton is a very open, welcoming community. Progressive community.
Yeah. It's been for a long time. Yeah. But yeah, that was my my Ramones memory is listening to them for literally hours straight in the car going out there.
I still have that picture of us all in our sad face when we were we couldn't win. Yeah.
I never, you know what? I never got to the fucking Words and Pictures Museum before it closed.
No, Tron, Double D, and I went out when Kevin Smith and a bunch of the creators were all doing the Marvel Knights.
Oh, right.
The Marvel Knights first wave tour, and we didn't take into account that Northampton was near Amherst, and it was a college town, and Kevin Smith was coming back in 1997 and 98, and there may be a fucking line, and we were like, whoa. We never got in because they capped they capped the door, but we actually ended up meeting Michael Golden, who
You mean Chris Golden?
Christopher Golden, thank you. Who wrote Punisher, I think, at that time, and somehow knew Tron. So as we were walking out, like, oh no, we can't get in. He's like, oh, what's up? Fucking, we ended up signing some of our books, and then he's like, oh, you want to come to the after party? But I think we actually had tickets to like Insane Clown Posse in Worcester. I think
Jesus.
It was like, but it was 90-7. You know what I mean? It was kind of funny. It was a weird fucking thing.
Yeah.
And we show. But yeah,
That's
that was
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to go, you son of a bitch.
But we never got in. I think it's
so you've never. So you've been there twice, at least twice. You've never been in.
Right, but as we were walking out, we saw Chris Golden, and he got the autographs, and we had to go back to the rock show.
So the funny thing is, turns out T-Dog was an intern at the Words and Pictures Museum for a little while because she lived out there.
Yeah, it's funny.
So she has been there, but yeah, we never got to go. And then they closed the physical space down and became online only. So there you go. That's how we got there, talking about the Ramones. It's one of these wild fucking tangents. Linus says Blitzkrieg Bop. And he says Mayhem cover of Ramones Commando on their new EP as Boss. I haven't listened to the new Mayhem. I saw they put an album out like the last couple weeks. But it looks like they do a Ramones cover.
Love Commando.
Who doesn't do a Ramones cover?
Rave Joe, you love going Commando? Is that what you said?
No.
I don't. You sound like should we call you Nick or Mr. Dick? Nick. No.
I don't like No, if I was maybe like some my like Adidas pants.
What?
Like Adidas pants.
Your Adidas pants.
Yeah.
Is that where Big in the Pants came from?
No, that's.
All right, never mind.
It's not true.
All right. So I want to start to wind down here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to bring up. What about the? We talked a little bit about the legend, sort of the legend of Aisha Kandisha, the sort of Moroccan folklore. How did that feel to you guys? Did it feel original? Did it feel interesting to you? Because, like I said, I don't believe I've ever seen anything that involves Moroccan folklore. So for me, that was cool and it felt different.
Yeah. No, that was definitely cool. It's always good to to experience different cultures like this. Even though it's a Moroccan figure in a French film. Still, it's there's a high level of interest involved because different cultures, different ways of how this mythical being could kill you, and also how to get rid of it. And when it gets to that point, that's when things really start picking up, and it gets very, very interesting. And at first, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I'm like, wait, did I miss something? And I had to go back, and I'm like, shit. Okay, now I get it. I couldn't believe I couldn't get it the first time around, but because it's so there. But when I got it, I got it.
You talking about the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I occasionally peruse the IMDb ratings to see what people thought about certain films. And I saw a few people saying that they didn't get the ending. It was fucking clear as day, like what happened. They spell it out. Like the only reason you don't get it is if you're not paying attention. No offense, MZ, but that's the only reason you don't get it.
No. I remember certain points in the film that was brought up, but for some reason the way it was presented, for a second it just didn't make any sense to me. Then when I watched it a second time, I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. It took me a second, but I got it.
More than the second. You had to watch it a second time, you said.
No, I had to watch. No, just the ending. Just the ending.
But that's still a second time.
Yeah.
It's more than a second. I don't know. I'm with Johnny. This was like cut and dry with the ending. I don't understand what was left to wonder.
You cocksuckers. Okay, we get it. Jesus, cocksucking.
It's so easy.
You know what? You need to put your phone down when you're watching a movie.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Phone is watching a movie. Do I look like Raven Shadow to you?
It's so easy.
Yes.
Even a Raven Shadow can figure it out.
No, fuck you.
I'm sorry. The only logical explanation as to why you didn't understand what was happening was you weren't paying attention.
No, I was paying attention, you dick.
Not well enough. Because if you were paying attention, it's so fucking crystal clear. Crystal fucking clear. Like fucking Crystal Pepsi.
Were you watching baseball while you were watching this movie? Was that your issue? Because we can see the glow of your TV right now.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with me watching the movie back then? I watched the movie.
So Raven Shadow was talking to Rocky, and MZ's watching baseball?
Yeah. Do you guys even care about this show anymore?
Oh my
fucking phoning it in.
You know what? You guys have fucking fired me and Johnny. We'll just do the show from now on. How about that?
You get your Thursday nights back. You happy?
You fucking Wonder Twin powers activating loving motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's right. The Wonder Twins are going to do it all now. You're fucking fired.
You fucking gabba gabba gee over there.
Gabba gabba gee, gabba gabba wee. I don't give a shit. The point is that I watched the movie, okay? I'm not Raven Shadow. I don't watch it in 10-minute intervals, okay? And I don't fall asleep while I'm watching it either.
Oh, Rocky. Wait, go ahead, Raven Shadow. Go ahead.
No. Rocky, jump in.
Rocky's in the chat.
Rocky chimed in with what the fuck.
Yeah, he's in the chat room now. So Rocky got Raven Shadow in trouble.
Thanks, Rock. He was talking about the golden age.
The golden age. Gabba gabba gee.
Yeah, gabba gabba golden age. No, I saw the movie. You know, it was a fucking struggle, and I overcame it. So praise me.
No, it was only a fucking struggle for you.
Praise me.
Praise me.
Give me the cheers. Give me the applause.
God. Praise me.
All right. Now look.
Tell me I'm nice.
Let's get back.
Tell me I'm nice.
One of you fucks. Tell me I'm all right.
No, you're not. You're not. I told you, you're both fucking fired. You know what? We'll bring Corny in. Corny's all game.
Corny will watch the fucking movie.
Next to Rocky, bro.
He won't talk to Rocky during the fucking show. And he'll pay attention. He won't be on his phone during the movie.
Rocky's going to pay attention.
No, Corny.
No, Corny will.
All right.
That's a fucking show. Me, Johnny, and Corny.
You're talking shit about Rocky now after...
Rocky, no, but I'm just saying I got some problems and influences, and he's got some other things too. Where's Linus? Message me, bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit. All right, let's
chips.
Let's wrap. You want a couple of chips and $4?
Yeah, get some quid.
Rocky says, I'm glad I tuned in to see MZ's man cleavage.
Looks nice though. Wow.
Yeah, pull down a little bit, MZ.
Yeah, a little V-neck.
Little tease. Come on.
If it wasn't for that red trim, you wouldn't see where the shirt ended and he began.
Double D says, if you get fired, Raven Shadow, we'll do a Quarantine Titans weekly podcast.
There you go, D.
Yeah, how's that? You're gonna have to pray to God that Double D knows how to make a podcast because you ain't fucking doing it.
You can figure it out. I'll just yell to the Dominican Republic.
And apparently Double D isn't paying attention because it's not an if. He did get fired. He's done.
I don't know. I'm calling HR.
Good luck. They don't call back. Creepy Girl says, I say you all need a female. I'll show cleavage.
There we go. Creepy Girl's our fourth. Johnny, we got our four now. Me, you, Creepy Girl, and Evil Corny.
Now that I'll accept.
To be fair,
Good. To be fair, what?
You needed a female for 9 years.
Alina says Raven Shadow forever.
Yeah, my boy.
Oh, you got a mark. Tell me I'm nice. Tell me I'm nice.
Tell me I'm serviceable.
Yeah, exactly. Rocky says, can we transplant Ares' beard onto MZ's chest? Give that man some fucking chest hair. Jesus.
What am I going to look like, Austin Powers?
Oh, shit. Evil Corny. He's fucking throwing down the gauntlet here. I'll tell Rocky to go fuck himself if he bugs me while I'm podcasting. I won't be playing with Transformers either.
Ooh.
Oh. The gauntlet's been thrown. Oh, shit. All right. Let's start to wrap this up.
Please.
I think we tried about 20 minutes ago.
This is just getting interesting.
I know. Was there anything else you guys wanted to mention about this flick before? Oh, you know what? Actually, I did. There's one more thing. Ending. We're not going to talk about specifics, but what did you guys think of the way this film ended?
I loved it.
Yeah,
I thought
me
this
too.
ending was perfect for this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
I agree.
it probably could have happened a little sooner, right? No, it's. I agree. I think that without giving too much away, when things started getting a little too close to home, there was a decision to be made, right?
Mhm.
Right. And you could be fair that the denouement.
Are you waiting
We're
for
waiting for you
praise?
to finish.
Yeah.
Fake.
He wants us to
Jesus.
praise him before he finishes.
Praise me.
Yeah.
But using a French word. Right. I mean, it had to happen that way.
All right. What does it mean? What does that French word mean?
Well, I can't do spoilers. But it's when shit gets fucking worked out. You know what I mean? When the problem gets solved. Or it could be French for finishing off a supervillain, which is from the Tick cartoon reference that I just heard that word. Back in
Raven Shadow, denouement, the final part of a play, movie, or narrative in which the strands of the plot are drawn together and matters are explained or resolved.
Linus, isn't that just what I said?
The climax of a chain of events, usually when something is decided or made clear. It is what you said. I'm praising you for your usage of denouement.
Oh, don't.
Fuck.
Now, what about a moose bouche? You're going to use that in a sentence now, too?
Shut up. Free.
Evil Corny says, this is the HR Raven Shadow will be talking to. And it's HR Puffin stuff. Oh, shit.
Herbal resources.
Yeah, Rocky's wondering, does that mean herbal resources? He says, I'm the head of that department.
Yeah, you're already talking to that department.
Rocky, you got me wicked in trouble, dude.
Oh, all right. Anyone else have anything to add about the ending there?
Oh.
No. Yeah, I thought it was very fitting, and I actually really dug the very, very end, right before the credits rolled.
Yeah.
I thought that was super cool.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right, well, let's do the verdict on this movie and see what everyone officially thinks. If it ever plays. Sounds up. I don't know what's going on here. All right, well, Rave Chow, how's it go?
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
What the fuck is going on with my sound effects here? I'm going to try to reload them and see if that'll work. If not, we'll just fucking skip it.
Trick or treat.
So someone pointed out, T-Dog actually pointed out that there's another like trick or treat sample that I should grab from something. I can't remember what it was from now. Oh, it was Oh, it was from fucking You Can't Do That on Television. It was like an episode that she watched, and it says something about trick or treat at the end.
I'm sure if we pay attention, we could have like a 10-minute segment of different people saying trick or treat.
Yeah, my dude was Kevin Alranovich Rasputin Ucheski. What was that dude? And I like
Kevin Kubicheski.
There we go.
Trick or treat, baby. I wonder if people would say you're a trick or a treat.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
All right, it is verdict time. I'm going to let you know whether Kandisha was a trick or a treat. Any final thoughts, starting with Masa Zero?
Bringing this culture, Moroccan culture, to a French film is a different twist to me. I wouldn't have expected that, but it's very well told. I think the pacing of this film is very good. I think the acting is very good. The story itself is really, really good, and of course, I think the Kandisha itself is also quite an eyeful and truly original character. I really enjoyed watching that particular creature. It has its very violent moments. It has moments of where tension is being ratcheted up at a steady pace. Very well done. And I'll go along with Aries' assessment on the score that I don't remember too much of the score, which means that the movie was very good. And it was. And I especially like the ending. The ending wrapped it all up in a nice, neat little package. And score another one for the duo, because this is a good movie. This won't be in the French extremities like we had in the early 2000s, but this is a very good movie. And it is violent, and it is gory, and it has its does have its moments. Very good movie. This is a treat.
All right, let's find out what Aries thinks.
I'm going to agree with them. This movie definitely had its moments, but I mean, I don't know this story, whether it actually is real or not. Like, I don't know whether this is real folklore or whether it was just.
It's based on a true story. No,
it is based on a true story.
I'm just kidding.
Really half, dude.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know one way or the other. I mean, but I definitely get the feeling that this was kind of a rehash of a lot of other stories that were made for movies. But a lot of folklore is rehash of other cultures' folklore. So this doesn't necessarily mean that this isn't true or not, but it doesn't necessarily, because we've seen this in so many other movies, it does kind of be a little stale for what it is, for because what they were playing out. As far as the characters, 3 early 20s something females, I don't really have a lot to relate to for that. So, I mean, that aspect of the story ran a little dry for me. It was, until the story kicked in, it was a little boring. And even the first couple kills, although they were somewhat interesting, but it wasn't because they were building. It wasn't, I was still kind of only half paying attention because the story itself wasn't engaging enough for me.
You weren't on your phone, were you?
I was not on my phone. No, I was not. But I mean, the practical effects in this were done pretty well, especially for the budget that was involved in this movie. Now, I mean, I'm kind of bashing this movie, but this movie did have a lot of good involved in it, but there was a lot of, I mean, I don't know. Like I say, you know what I mean. Obviously, you don't, because I don't even know what I mean. Because I'm trying to get to somewhere and I don't even know how to get to there.
Just ask Ray. Okay, he knows the direction.
Yeah, he knows everything. Okay, well, we won't even dance to this. I'll just say it. The foreign aspect of this movie. I've not been shy about saying this. I do not care for foreign movies because I do not like subtitles. This movie, for the subtitles, for me, this movie was the worst movie because this was very fast-paced dialogue. And I am not a fast reader. So,
and you're an old man.
And I'm an old man. Now, whether that should be held against this movie or not, that is up to the people listening. But because I had a hard time keeping up with the dialogue at times, that took me out of this movie at times. But this movie, all in all, is an enjoyable movie, especially for the short viewing time. So if you have an extra hour and a half, check this movie out. This movie is a treat.
All right. Let's go to Michael Raven Shadow.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you like, people invoking demons to run amok that gets out of control, this will fit in that genre. You know what I mean? Like, it was fine. It was fun. I liked the friendship. I liked the characters. I thought the foreign element was good. If only we had something in our pocket, in our hands, that could do a Google search for Kandisha to see if it was a real fucking thing. But it felt to me like it was a real deity. I liked the jinn aspect of it. Fucking Aladdin gang. Jinns were kind of bad. You know what I'm saying?
They're all Will Smith, though, right, MZ?
Yeah. Oh, hell no. But like Wishmaster, right? Wishmaster was the jinn.
Yep.
Thank you, Monster Zero.
Validation, waiting for the validation.
Yeah, we had the nation of validation. But no, I mean, overall, I liked the Scooby Gang. That was good. The fuck, it was fun. I like sexy demons with cloven hooves, and that's what I'm into, Wolfie.
And now we would crack the code.
Yeah, that's apparently that's what I'm into. But no, man, now it's available on Shudder. If you like demons running amok and a bunch of kids trying to stop a demon, put it back in the bottle, metaphorically, you could do worse than this picture. So check it out. What are you gonna do? Treat. Yeah, it's fine. Treat.
Jesus Christ. All right. For me, I dug this. I thought it was good. Definitely not quite the as impactful as a film like Inside. So, I guess if you were gonna compare it, maybe it's a step down from that. But I mean, if you release a film like that, I mean, it's going to be hard to compare or to top it. So we're not comparing it. That's not what we're doing here. But if folks are like, oh, I loved Inside, I'm going to check this out. It's not going to be the same. But they do a lot of really good stuff, and the violence does get a little over the top, a little gratuitous at times. I really like the scene with Kandisha using her hooves in that one scene. I thought that was really fucking cool. The way that they did that, I thought there was some great scenes, some great kills, some great gore, and generally, I dug the characters. I liked them, and I like the way it ended. So for me, there's a lot of good here. Definitely a lot of good, and it's on Shudder. I mean, you can definitely do a lot worse than this fucking movie. So if subtitles don't bug you and you want a cool sort of Candyman-esque film, leave £4 out, a carton of American Spirits, and say Raven Shadow's name 6 times in a row, and he'll show up. No, it's a treat for me. I really dug this film, and thought it was quite good. So give it a watch if that's your thing. It is available on Shudder. There you go. That's our discussion of Kandisha. All right, so next week, we typically don't do this sort of normal format on our anniversary shows, and next year is our 9-year anniversary. So the format and some of the format is still up in the air, so we're not going to talk too much about it. But We don't know if we're doing a movie. If we are, we don't know what it is yet. So next week's going to be a big surprise for everybody, including us. No, it'll be a big surprise for everyone out there. But we would love to hear from you folks. So send in your voice messages. Get them in. Podcast at trickortreatradio.com. We would love to hear from you. In previous milestone, especially the anniversaries, you guys have come out in full force. And we hope that that is the case here. We'd love hearing from you guys. And, typical sort of stuff. You can tell us some of your favorite memories of Trick or Treat Radio. Maybe even as the pandemic hopefully is starting to end, maybe let us know what the first thing you're going to do is. What's the first thing you're looking forward to when things get back to normal and you feel comfortable? You can also just kind of use that. So whatever you guys want to do, let us know in the voice message. Let us know what you're digging, memories about the show, anything like that. We'd love to hear from you guys. Podcast at trickortreatradio.com. And hopefully you guys come out in full force. And I'd love to hear from all over the world. I know people listen to us all over the world. I'd love to hear from folks. So that's what's up for next week, and we'll have some cool stuff planned. We'll probably have some guests working on some of that stuff. And, hopefully 9 years. We didn't kill each other. That's a fucking milestone right there in itself.
The separation helps that a little bit, I think.
Great chef, though.
Came really fucking close a couple of those early episodes.
If you guys were in the same studio tonight, I don't even know what would have happened when you were fucking talking to Rocky.
Well, we would never have heard Raven Shadow's review, that's for certain. For sure.
There would have been one broken phone.
Yeah, at least one.
2 broken arms.
All right.
You know what? I'd like to try to kind of flip this a little bit. You're talking about, you for the 9 year, you'd want want people to call in and giving their, positives. I want people to call and give their negatives. I want people to call in and say what annoys them that we do. How can we improve this? What do I say or do that annoys you? What does MZ say that annoys you? What little nitpick do you have? Do people hate that I yell at MZ? Do people hate that Raven Shadow buries his nose in the phone during the show? Give us what you don't like about the show. Fucking bash us. Fuck this, give us praising. Fucking bash us. Call in and bash us.
Maybe roast us.
Hate us.
Maybe roast us, huh?
Oh, send us your hate mail. Yeah.
Hate mail, roast us, whatever. Yeah, we love
Fuck
it, man.
you, Raven Shadow. I had that once again. I had this meeting earlier today. Why do I want to do that next week? But sure, okay.
Someone said "fuck you, Raven Shadow" in a meeting you had.
I could translate.
All right, so that is gonna wrap up this segment. We do have some voice messages to get to, so we should do that. And so the week after the 9 year, as I mentioned, we're gonna have a Patreon takeover. So we don't know the movies for that yet, but we'll get back to our normally scheduled program in a couple weeks. But let's do some voice messages. How about that? All right, so first up, why don't we listen to a message from MZ's babe, Creepy Girl. Let's hear from Creepy Girl. Maybe. Is this thing not playing again? What the fuck? All right, I think I got to close the fucking audio player here. So just give me a sec. MZ, what's going on in the game?
I don't know.
Who's winning?
Yeah, who's on first?
Nothing.
Raven Chat, what's up with Rocky?
I don't know. I'm fucking put my phone down because Aries is getting pissed.
Good.
You know what? Everyone's getting pissed. It's not just me. Don't fucking put this on me.
Not everyone.
People want us engaged. We're giving them a podcast. People want us to be engaged in the podcast. That is the least we can do, is to be engaged in this show. while we're doing this show.
I was engaged once. I feel that I'm being present, but I'm also being present with Rocky. And the problem is
Rocky can wait. And if Rocky really was interested, he would be listening live. He wouldn't be watching some pre-recorded show.
Oh, shit.
And if Rocky has a problem with me, he can come down and say it to me.
Throwing the fucking gauntlet.
That's just a little way I want to come down. I want Rocky to come down, and I want to drink a beer with him. I'm not willing to go up there. I want him to come to me.
Oh, we're going. Me and Marion are going up.
You're going up there? Good luck. I'm not going to fucking Canada.
Why? They're better Americans than we are.
It's fucking Canada. It's America-like.
All right. We're ready for voice messages. So before Harry's gets whole country mad at him.
Rocky is fucking not
too late.
Let's hear from Creepy Girl.
Hey, Creepy Girl here. Just finished watching Kandisha, and I'm about to listen to what you guys thought about it. And I thought I'd put in my 2 cents. I like this movie, how it started out. Kind of gave me the feel of Attack the Block. One of my favorite movies. I love that movie. They're supposed to be doing a part 2.
Yes.
I mean, it's nothing like that movie. It just had the feel of it, I guess, because of the kids and, out in the streets and stuff. But I like the lore of the Kandisha. I love the actual creature Kandisha. I thought she was really cool looking. The way they made her, super big in the hooves but she was still, pretty, and I think they did that really well. And I like the way they built up with the kills, where they kind of started out mildly and got, more and more gruesome and more, horrifying. I have to say the rabbit scene was totally unnecessary. I don't know why they put that in there. It just wasn't necessary, and it was horrible. I did not like that part. And there was no reason to put it in. So I don't understand why they did that part with the rabbit. I don't get it. And then the Exorcist guy and stuff, I don't know, that kind of felt out of place in it to me a little bit. Like, I don't know, that didn't really blend well with the movie, I don't think. But other than that, I mean, I enjoyed it. The ending was kind of like, well, of course. But I like the kills. I kept engaged, but towards the end, it was kind of like, nah, the very end, it was like, yeah, well, but I'll say I like this one. I think it was as you say, treat. But there were things, but nobody's perfect, but I still enjoyed it. Inside's one of my all-time favorite, the French version, one of my favorite movies. I love it. I've watched that thing 1,000,000 times. So I was looking forward to this. I don't think I was too disappointed. I enjoyed it. And that's all I got to say. Bye. Love you guys.
All right, Creepy Girl. Thank you. It's good to hear from you. MZ, comments? It's your babe.
She's right.
She's right. She's got you trained so well already.
although I will say that when I first saw it, when the bunny first appears in the movie in the cage, in the kids' room, I just
knew,
yeah, it was gonna come.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go. Creepy Girl, thank you for calling in and giving us your thoughts on the film. I guess Attack the Block isn't a bad, like, in terms of, I mean, obviously completely different movies, but this was a film that was very much a sort of urban story, like embedded in the culture of these characters, right? And I think that that's probably a good film to call out. Now, I like Attack the Block better, but and she didn't say it's as good either. I just want to make that clear. But I think that that's a good call out for this.
Right. I mean, it's definitely not a like to like comparison, but
right.
I mean,
there are similarities in the way
Right.
the story's told, I guess, from the perspective. Yeah.
European, your kids running amok. I mean,
yeah.
A fucking Attack the Block is fucking a masterpiece. Like I said, it was the only movie in Samurai Night history where everyone was fucking silent. First, nobody fucking talked, and that's a room with like fucking like.
You didn't talk to Rocky during that?
I didn't know Rocky during Samurai Night days, though.
But if you did,
well, I would have had a flip phone.
That would have been a fucking like annoying conversation on your flip phone, talking, texting. Do you even figure? Did you ever figure out how to use your beeper, Raven Shadow? You still learning?
I was really good at my beep, but no,
you actually no, you were really good at your beeper. You had all kinds of codes and
everything. We had 316. You know what I mean?
316, 69.
Go to Jillian's with New Bomb Turk.
Actually, this is episode 469, Raven Shadow. There you go.
469. I'm all for that. I'm all for 69s.
All right, come on.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Stop talking about 69s. Don't make me jealous.
Yeah. I gotta fucking think about Thundercracker and fucking
Thundercracker. Earlier, a few minutes ago, Linus, when Aries, when you were talking about having people call in for the things they don't like, what we can improve, Linus says all of those things are what everyone likes. It's the only reason people listen to us, our imperfections. All right, let's check in now with our boy, Arkham Josh.
Hey, Trick or Treat Radio guys, it's Arkham Josh here. Just calling in with some catching up and my thoughts on this week's film. I'll start with this week's movie, Kandisha. I thought it was interesting. I didn't know anything of it going in. I hadn't heard about this yet until you guys mentioned it last week. And I think I've mentioned before when some international films are covered that I always like seeing different takes on the folklores or urban legends of different cultures and such. So I found this film to be very interesting. I thought it was overall well written. There's a few kind of little questionable things with timing and whatnot. And overall, I thought it was well acted, well directed. There was a little bit of CGI that I thought was a little but overall, I thought that this was an enjoyable film. Even if, like I said, it had a couple of writing issues. I mean, mostly with just things like with how long certain things would take to happen, whether or not certain people would have been detained for questioning by the police after certain events, or, things like that. But overall, you know what? It was pretty good. So I am going to say treat and a recommend, especially if you have Shudder and it's on Shudder. I would say check it out. So, treat and recommend. And, it's good to, I haven't seen anything from these directors in a while. So I was excited to check this out, and I'm glad it was pretty good. So I'll go back last week's Werewolves Within. Been looking forward to seeing this film for a while. Much like you guys, I thought the premise was great, the cast was great. Overall, it just kind of worked on all levels, and Werewolves Within was also a treat and a recommend. I too was very excited to see the lead in the film, as I was familiar with her work from the AT&T commercials. She was also in a short-lived space set sitcom that was on the also short-lived Yahoo streaming service years ago, That was pretty good. So I was glad to see her in this. I thought everybody in the cast was great. Also, I know you guys had some questions about the writer of the film, who was a first-time feature writer. I don't have all the information in front of me right now, so I cannot remember her name, unfortunately. But I had heard a podcast that interviewed the director, and apparently she was an author, and the company Ubisoft, the video game company, apparently at some point had held a contest of sorts for non-professional screenwriters to come to pretty much write a script and pitch them an idea for any of their properties. And she had come up with this idea based off of this game, and they went with it. I don't know if they're doing more films based off of that contest of sorts, but I thought that was a great concept. Maybe more companies will follow suit, because, not just video game companies. If you think about it, like comic book companies or even toy companies could just elicit some sort of contest for people to just pitch them the ideas on how they would make them, what their ideas for a movie, for their product would be. I don't know, thought that was interesting. So Werewolves Within, also a treat and a recommend. And going back to the week before that, to Vicious Fun. Again, before you guys chose it, I had seen that it had popped up on Shudder, but I was not familiar with it. I was very glad that I took the time to watch it, because it was a fun and entertaining film. Overall, it had a lot of fun characters. It was well written. It was very funny. But I did kind of see where things were going. Nothing was a surprise. None of their kind of weird little twists. But overall, it was a lot of fun. And again, I'm going to say it's a treat. And especially if you have Shudder, it's a recommend, because, it's already there, so you might as well watch it, right? All right, I hope everything's going good. And I don't know, look forward to hearing what you guys think about the film, and I'll talk to you soon, all right? Bye.
Awesome, Josh. Thank you, man. It's always good to hear from you, and glad to get your thoughts on some films of the last few weeks. Josh was talking about Werewolves Within, which was written by Mishna Wolf. Very fitting name for Werewolves Within. But yeah, that's really cool. I actually hadn't heard about that contest, so I appreciate you bringing that up to us. Yeah, it would be cool. Ubisoft has some pretty good properties, so it would be cool to see what else they do if they do more films. So very cool. You guys have any comments?
Respect.
MZ just wants to get the fuck to bed. That's what he wants.
I'm tired.
All right. Well, last voice message is from someone we've heard from a lot tonight. Our latest Patreon supporter.
Shit.
He's going to live £4 on the table for Raven Shadow. Let's hear from fucking Linus.
Hey, Trick Radio guys. This is Linus from the UK. Long-time listener, first-time caller, recent Patreon. Usually listen to you guys on a Friday morning in the daylight hours. But tonight I am out drinking, and the stars have aligned, and here we are. But yeah, big recommend for the new Nicolas Cage film Pig. It's not a horror film. It's kind of like the anti-Mandy. It's kind of like John Wick meets Anthony Bourdain, but also the complete opposite of those things. It's fucking wonderful, and you all should watch it. Maybe not discuss it on the show, because it's not really the sort of thing that's appropriate, but it's fucking great. I saw it and I was compelled to write you a voice message. So anyways, nice one. Cheers.
Awesome, Linus. Raven Shadow, you're a big Nicolas Cage fan, right? You're a big Linus fan.
I've been, if those that know me know I'm a huge Nicolas Cage fan. And those that have listened to this episode know that I'm a huge Linus fan. So for those worlds to collide, you better believe I'm very excited, and I do want to strap on. But no, I've seen some photos of Nicolas Cage in the pig picture, and I don't know what that's a fucking about, but I'm all for that.
He's a grimy man with a pig.
Oh, like fucking Black Mirror episode 1 with a pig?
No,
or...
no, I don't think it's like that.
Okay. Aries Picarding and MZ is like fucking narcolepting right now.
Yes.
You guys don't understand that we had a voicemail from a new Patreon subscriber and our old favorites, but no one's engaged. But you're fucking pissed off at me.
Well,
you're pissed off at me for talking to Rocky, and I'm so glad Aries
is muted.
Aries has muted himself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Fuck off there, all of you. What I said was very important and very poignant, but no one will know now.
No one. We'll have to read lips. We'll have to go back and read lips.
Well, I think we could all see that of our voicemails in our new Patreon, and we should maybe all watch Pig someday together, separately.
We will not be eating bacon while doing it, though, Raven Shadow. Okay.
Maybe vegan bacon.
Yes, there you go. I'll make vegan bacon for everyone.
Bacon.
Well, Linus, thanks, man. It was really fucking awesome to hear from you. I know you popped into the chat here and there on occasion, so it was really fucking cool to hear from you, buddy. Hopefully, it's not the last time. If you check out a movie, there's something you're really excited about, let us know. So I appreciate hearing from you, man, and appreciate the support. We really fucking love it, man. Thank you so much. And anytime, buddy, call in, and we love hearing from our listeners in the UK, Raven Shadow, right?
Oh, all day, man. No, I'm going over there. You know
when?
I don't know, but like I love John Constantine. You know what I mean?
So you're gonna get some silk cuts?
Yeah. We can't get them in America anymore. They stopped. They stopped that.
So maybe they have them in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they did give him cancer, but but fine. But no, I love. Once again, I love chips.
You love chips.
I love chips. I like
John, Punch and John, Punch and John.
I do like Punch and John. California Highway Patrol. I'm not sure if that program Eric Estrada made his way to the UK. Maybe it's a new show over there. I'm not sure how they are with the time difference.
Okay. Is that it?
I can go on, but everyone's fucking upset. Zero's upset.
Aries is.
I don't know.
Is he muting or is he muting our voices or his voice? I don't know.
I think Aries unfriended me.
He just unfriended you. Linus says, "Big ups, Constantine."
Dude, message me, bro. Friend me on Facebook, man.
Maybe Linus can. Maybe he can send you some silk cuts.
Yeah, he's coming over.
He's coming over. Yeah, he'll be right there. Be right there from across the pond.
How far really is England?
It's a fucking ocean away. It's not like you can drive it.
Yeah, but they got here without motors before, right? Now we got
on
motors
a fucking
now.
Boat. Yeah, it took him. You know how long it took him, Ravenshot? How long do you think it took him to get from Plymouth, Cornwall to Plymouth, Massachusetts? Give me a guess.
7 days and 7 nights.
7 days and 7 nights. No, try 66 fucking days.
All right, but we got fucking cars now and fucking space.
You're not driving a car across the fucking water.
Hydrofoils.
Hail hydrofoil. Oh, we lost Aries. He fucking leaves.
Oh, he's yeah.
Aries missed my joke.
Joke.
All right, so MZ is gonna fucking take a, take a transformer to his fucking eyeballs if we don't end this fucking episode. Is that right, MZ?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm so tired. Oh man! All right. Well, next year, the next episode is the 9-year anniversary. 9 fucking years. Roast the fuck out of us, as Aries said. Let us know what you fucking hate about us, what's annoying, all that shit. We want to hear it, or good things. That's also fine. But Raven Shadow, he might get I don't know. You might get a complex or something.
I already have one.
Complex is plural.
Yeah, complexes.
All right. Well, all right. We're gonna end because MZ's gonna fucking flip out right now.
Nope.
MZ, how can you have negative muscle definition? How is that possible? How is that fucking possible, dude? You just lifted up and there's negative muscles there. You do manual labor. You lift shit. You think that there'd be more going on there?
No.
No.
Oh, make a muscle. Flex.
He's so
sad. I'm too tired to flex.
Too tired to flex.
The Eeyore.
Too tired to flex. Oh, that's good. That's a good quote. All right. Well, MZ's too tired to flex. Maybe on the 9-year anniversary show, we can get him to flex.
Yeah, bring your muscles for the next show.
Yeah, bring the muscles. All right, that's going to do it. So let's go around and say our goodbyes, starting with Mr. Muscle MZ.
Arrivederci, douchebags.
Aries.
Goodbye.
And Raven Shadow.
Live fast, love hard, survive with your mask on.
You excited you're going to be able to talk to Rocky now?
Well, no, because now he's upset because everyone's yelling at him. Everyone's blaming Rocky. It's not his fault that he's in Canada. So it's fine. No. So now no one's talking to anyone. Everyone's upset. Aries fucked it up for everybody.
No, I think you fucked it up for everybody.
I'll talk to Rock tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, you will. All right. So that is going to do it. We appreciate everyone tuning in, everyone who listened live, who sent in some feedback. Big ups to Linus for hanging out in the UK and sending us his first voice message. We loved it, man. Hopefully you hear from you again. And next week, the 9-year anniversary show of Trick or Treat Radio. We've been doing this fucking crazy-ass shit for 9 years. God help us. Oh, man. So, yeah, let's make it a party. Come hang out with us. Send us your feedback, your memories, your roasts, whatever you want to do. Just leave us a voice message. We'd love to hear from lots of folks next week. So, all right. Well, until then, until the 9-year anniversary show, we appreciate everyone who sent in the voice messages, everyone who tuned in, and all you folks who listen on the podcast. We appreciate you guys, and we especially love our Patreon supporters. And once again, big ups to Linus for becoming one on the air tonight. We thank you, man. All right. That is going to do it. We'll see you guys for the 9-year anniversary next week. See you then.